again in front of a police station because that's definitely what we do now.
Get cuffed except the officers. You guys, whoever didn't shoot is gonna be cleared. You guys don't have to worry.
Jay's got body camera roll. We got CCTV service.
Oh, they literally did this in front of MRPD. I do not care. No.
Oh fuck, dude.
If this is the type of shit that they want to do, it's fine. I'll have a file written up for each one of these RKMC guys, and they'll just be put away for racketeering if I can get it. It's fine. They just won't have their shit. Yep.
Oh fuck. Okay, let's fucking roll real quick. Let's see that.
Are you moving their bikes?
Oh yeah, we're solid. We know exactly who they are. We even remember their bodies. And
You're gonna take off his mask. Oh my god.
Multiple officers
Tell
down,
Bennett to take off
down.
fucking his mask. No.
Alright. How you feeling?
Hey, Bennett.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check myself. I'm gonna get checked out real quick. Can you take off all their masks by chance?
Yeah. Do you feel like you're hit anywhere? Hey, I need one of y'all to do one of that because I got a gun in my hand. I'm trying to make sure no one else rolls up.
Hey, Jason.
Yo.
Take off all their masks.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Hey, that CCTV right there on the front of the building should show everything that happened. So
Yeah, Jay has his body cam going too.
fantastic.
Yeah, we got all on footage. 2 different views. Or, I'm sorry, well, you know what I'm talking about.
What the hell? Is my friend in there?
Sir, step back. Step back.
No, seriously, what the hell is one of my friends in there?
You need to step back. Step back.
He ain't
sir.
done nothing wrong.
Step back.
Copperhead.
Hey, make sure to fucking what's his name doesn't blow Chuck.
Yeah, I got on the leather jacket.
No, Bennett.
Explain.
Make sure what doesn't happen?
Make sure he doesn't
sir,
scream again.
There was
Just
a,
tell
there
him to
was a
calm down.
shots fired incident.
I
Okay.
have no control over
On
it.
scene. Alright.
I know, but if he starts doing it, carry him
just got here
and
too.
run
I'm just
away.
pulling security, okay?
I'm not
Yeah, I
doing that.
won't.
I can't do that. I'll get
I just
fucking
got
bitched.
here. I'm just pulling security, okay?
No, you won't. Trust me. If he bitches at you, then he can bitch at me, but I don't really care. It's Jonas, so it's a little bit better, but... Wait a second, I'm gonna go inside.
I hope he fucking permits this character.
I do too.
I need you to know. You can't do that.
No, I don't care.
That's not gonna be peaceful. So unless you need medical attention, we're gonna have to ask that you not enter the hospital.
Literally, I just hopped on the server
What's that?
as well. I literally hopped on the server, was surrounded by all of them, and then fucking what's his name pulls out a knife. So
He's not letting me
Step-
talk to
step
him.
up
We've
the
been sitting here
stairs,
for
yes, sir.
30 fucking
Keep
minutes,
the-
so I'm gonna
the,
put this shit to rest right now.
no, that shit is stupid.
Mine's gonna have to be a little bit Yeah, same here.
All right.
I'm gonna hold on to you
What's your ID?
momentarily for something I have to do.
Hey, you want to tell the officer to see if the cameras were
Where the fuck am I going?
save the camera recording in MRPD?
You made my ID, Liberty, my ID's on me. See, he's in there.
Your government ID. What's your government ID?
Hold him inside the ambulance. We're trying to get everybody situated. We don't have enough to spare right now.
Oh.
He's still got a fucking mask on. Jason, make,
Oh, take it
make
off.
sure his mask comes off.
Yeah, I'll make sure his mask comes off.
Yeah, if any of these guys have masks on, take them off.
Everyone's mask
Hey,
comes
Chief, I'm
off.
not getting a response. I think I have a
One mask off.
Oh, he's not getting a response
Copy.
from Ashley.
Go ahead and take this one. I'll take over.
Don't care.
Still got Mac laid down on the ground. The fuck? What's he doing?
I don't think he's meaning to do
The guy
that.
that was here, is he taken?
All of them are being detained.
He was in the
It's not
stretcher,
clear
I believe.
footage of who did
Yes.
what.
I know at least
You know
one
what?
of them was shot by me.
Because I'm actually kind of tired of this shit. I'm not gonna get shot again. I'm putting on my fucking tack gear. I'm pulling out the Bearcat.
everyone's
I
being,
don't care.
Whoever's
I
up and can
couldn't
hear
care
me,
less.
you're all being detained pending.
They can say it's
review of the
excessive
body
use of
cam
force.
footage
I
of
was
who
just
did
fucking
what.
shot
Once
at
we
and stabbed by
prove who did
bikers. I don't
what,
give a
the
fuck.
ones who didn't do anything will be released from custody. Okay. For whoever
Yeah.
can hear me.
What's up?
Hey, can I get help lifting him up on the stretcher? Lift on 3, 1,
He's still
2,
taking his
and
fucking
3.
mask off.
You can do it.
How do you do that? Hey, hold him on the
It's
bed for
F1
1
menu, I
minute.
think it is.
Hold him on the bed for 1
F1.
minute once he gets up there.
F1 interact or F1 probably work. Police
Are you there?
actions. Remove mask.
You still can't move.
Has he been revived?
Just had 2 individuals.
You might want to do that real quick.
At the parking garage just north of MRPD.
Copy that.
Hey, hold him here 1 second. Hold him here 1 second.
Get back.
And you got the outside for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rifle action.
Med 2
I can't
800.
get this dumbass's mask to come off.
Send it.
I need to transport this dude.
Let's do a slash me.
Go ahead. You got clearance.
Roger.
Take it off, motherfucker. Take it off. Take it off, motherfucker. Or he's got it off. He's got it off. He's got it off.
Are we good to go? Because I got to get him rushed over.
Yeah, go ahead and go. Go.
We're gonna have to
perfect,
make a
go
press
ahead.
briefing about this, by the way.
Damn it, Carl. We just explained it all.
And then, give me here. I got it. All right. So, what's your name, sir? Is this Mr. LaRose?
This is Command 11 to Med 1, Med 2. Drop and go. When you're at pillbox, go ahead and pick up the rest here.
This
Okay.
is a suspect.
Technically these
Yeah,
these
copy
bikes
on
right
that. Just
here
make sure
weren't
they're
used
on
in the
police
crime,
social
right?
security,
If
should hold
the owners are coherent and they want you to take the bikes, or you are a co-owner on the bike, you can go ahead and take them off. Because right now they can stay here because they're not illegally parked. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Do you have like a flatbed to tow them with, or are you driving them there?
512 EMS. Are you taking those guys to upper pillbox or lower pillbox?
All of the possible beds are in the same area.
So that's upper pillbox.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey Jack,
Copy, thank you. Yeah.
these bikes in the front, we can't do anything with them. So
We can't depot them.
I mean, we not legally, no,
We
because
can-
they're not parked illegally,
But see, that's okay.
and then
That's-
they weren't used in the commission of the crime as
we're
well.
not- we can't seize them, but we can depot. They can't stay there. I mean, it's government
Yeah.
property, right?
He
there.
said he's gonna go over and take a flatbed and get
Oh, he
them.
can
So
do
I'm just
that,
gonna let him
yeah.
do that.
You
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay. So you're all good. If you want to get a flatbed and tow these things back, that's all fine by me.
Oh,
I,
where's this
these
motherfucker?
bikes are 100% clean. They weren't used in anything. We're not gonna depot them because they're parked legal. You're all good to do that. So. Yeah, no problem.
Didn't need to do anything.
Who the fuck's the other master at?
Hey, you two at PD, just keep an eye out. I'm gonna go down to the hospital check.
Roger. Well, can you hear me?
Are you guys upper or lower?
Low, upper.
Med 2 and road MRPD.
What I
I do advise I'm going to have another load
do,
go
man.
for you here.
Probably the medical.
Send it.
Are you guys using upper or lower pillbox?
Upper.
10-4. I'll go ahead and clear out this main doorway for you guys.
Second time. Gun down. For no reason.
Fucking perma bitch, you won't.
Medic 1 back around.
Now I understand why you guys are so frustrated.
Oh yeah, that's what's been going on. I was literally just about to read the whole entire
But
definition.
I can actually understand why Bennett got frustrated, because I mean, shit, I was there for 5 minutes and I was getting frustrated.
Oh yeah, and they kept just repeating the same thing over and over. And I could
Because they're not paying attention, they're not listening. And I mean, like, it's one thing to do like an RP where you're doing that, but if you're just like not listening, you're just wasting people's time.
Oh, they just wanted to be right, is what it is.
Yeah. I don't care if he dies. We're making a press report. I'm releasing the body cam footage immediately.
Sounds good.
You're really lucky though that it didn't record the Discord audio.
Oh yeah, you faggot ass motherfucker.
Like, I don't care, because fucking I say that shit all the time when I play Call of Duty. I just try not to say that shit over here in the server because
Oh,
I
I
don't
was
know who's
so
listening.
pissed when that happened because I didn't know. I didn't think anyone was. I thought they were actually gonna get away with it because it looked like they were gonna get away with it first.
So did I. When I saw that shit, I was like, "There's no fucking way," because there was one of them alive, and he was literally going to go pick up the fucking guy.
I'm glad those two were muted whenever I said that.
Yeah. How much is the medical? Do you guys own Pillbox, or is it privately owned right now?
Private.
Yep.
10-4, is there an owner that's here, or is it?
Not at this time, no.
Why am I here?
Negative. Okay. Well.
You gotta write the press briefing.
Yeah. Power all units. I don't want anyone getting in or out of pillbox unless they need medical treatment at the front desk. And if they do need medical treatment, there needs to be an officer that accompanies them.
I'm back here in the fucking
Yeah. You are gonna be the one back there paying attention to them. I'm watching the front door right now.
Command 11 is going to be transporting the last one to pillbox.
You got one of your officers over there on the bed.
Okay.
I'm actually just happy that I was able to take down Law and the other guy with headshots.
Oh hell yeah.
Hey, someone talk to me. You can tell me what's going on.
Medic 2, Command 11.
If you wanna, if you wanna hand that to any officer, that's a you can.
Yeah, I will.
What kind of gun is it?
I wouldn't
Yeah,
even
I'll
search
take
all
it.
these bozos yet.
Because we were all dead. Is yeah. I think I think Jack's and they're gonna search all of them. Jack, are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Go in each one of their pockets and make sure you get a recording of their entire inventory and anything that's in there.
Yeah,
All of them were
down right now.
involved in that scene.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going up
all
and
of them
down
were
right
involved in
now.
that scene.
Want
I
me to
don't
start
care.
taking shit off of them too?
Yeah. Like, go over there and record it off of them, and make sure that you say, like, in your recording, maybe not like in game, just say, grab their ID, look at their ID, and then look through their inventory.
You're gonna make double
Because
charge.
no, I'm not fucking losing this case.
Double action, knife, handcuffs.
721, what's your status?
Be advised, I was
Officer.
collecting evidence from in front of MRPD.
All in the pockets of one John
Officer.
County Commissioner.
Make sure you're
Someone talk to me. Oh,
10-4, I just moved inside. Since there's still an individual inside,
I will be seizing the
can't really
revolver,
cover
the
myself.
knife, and the handcuffs.
Is there an individual outside? Is he down?
Negative, it's that gentleman in all black with the blue bandana thingy.
you can finally help me out.
Hugh McFarland.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
500 to any unit who's in there with the guys.
Search
All
me,
of
I'll
them
be
are going to be
damn well
detained and
won't.
arrested for the time being for charges ranges from attempted murder to unlawful use of a firearm to threat of physical harm.
You're gonna need to get a prison bus.
I can get whatever. I have funds. It's fine.
Be advised, I have bullet casings
Drags and
from
Liberty,
at
one
least
violence.
5 different weapons.
10-4. I believe I shot my pistol a few times over there. I believe the sheriff also shot his pistol a few times.
Medic 1.
Roger,
Medic
I'll
return
be-
to quarters.
I'm
Thank you guys.
grabbing some of the each of the packages, and we can mismatch to whichever gun it is that was fired.
Yeah, 10-4. We also need to compile the MRPD cameras and body cam evidence, and we can get all that into perhaps.
512, have all the guns off the individuals in the infirmary right now.
You gonna help me, officer, or not?
What's your question?
I wanna know why I'm still here.
You're being detained this time.
For what?
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder. Watch the cameras. I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. You're being detained for that. We gotta watch the
This
camera
is the
footage.
second time I've been gunned down by the police for no apparent reason.
Well, once we can figure out who did what, then we'll let you go. But it depends on whether you did something or not. So we'll just have to see.
To be fair, I don't blame you getting mad, but
Target me. Thanks for letting me know.
I think
I'll
the
make sure we
inter-
put a big old target on the back of these
not that
cars.
I know of, but thank you guys for the
That's what
help.
you guys have
Appreciate
to
it.
use as a target practice.
Alright.
I assure you that's not what happened.
Command 11 is going to be back en route to quarters.
But
Second time you guys have gunned me down for no reason.
We were
What was I gonna
being
say?
stabbed and shot at.
I understand
by
why you're
numerous
mad.
people.
We are gonna fucking still have to have the.
Say what?
And how did I get dragged into it?
Everyone was in close proximity. It all happened so fast, you couldn't see what was going on. We were getting shot by God knows how many different people, stabbed by God knows how many different people. So we'll review the camera footage and see what happened. But until then,
I'm gonna be walking out of here a free man. I promise you that.
well, until then, you know, I would just advise you to stay silent.
So let me guess, you didn't even find a gun in my pocket, did you?
No, I have not, but it doesn't mean you didn't throw punches. So, like I said, we still gotta review all the camera footage.
Ran towards the back because I knew I was unarmed. You really want to go there with me?
Listen, I was the first person to go down, so I have no clue what happened thereafter. I'm just saying, once we review the camera footage, we'll go from there. But until then, we're not gonna release you.
You're gonna like ignore the man beside me who's in extremely critical condition?
I'm not a hospital staff. I'm not a nurse.
You got at least field training, don't you?
He's being tended to by the local nurses in the hospital. I don't work for the hospital. There are nurses here helping him.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Can't we stand up? This bed's uncomfortable.
If they try to run back towards the hospital room, then you can stop them.
Yeah.
This motherfucker won't shut up.
See, now I understand why you guys were upset, because I was sitting there for 5 minutes and I was on the verge of getting really upset.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
because
is horrible.
they bait the fuck out of you.
So it's not even the fact that, like, if it was a different situation, they were asking different questions, they were actually trying to learn from it, it's different. But they were literally asking the same questions and rephrasing them to try to get someone to slip up on them. And then when they rephrased the questions, they were like, they just wanted to be right.
Oh,
And they
that's what
wanted
that
to
last
have
motherfucker
they
wanted
wanted to
do.
have everything. That's exactly what it seemed like was happening.
Yeah, that's what that last dude was going to do before the stabbing started happening. He was going to try and be right on it, which he wasn't. He was going to be wrong. The way he prefaced that, I knew exactly he was going to be wrong. That's why I shut it off there.
See, and I hope you don't think anything of it, because I literally know nothing of that legally, right? So you know more about that shit legally than I do. That's why I wanted you to talk about it, because I know I was probably gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, he won't
So.
shut the fuck up. And then he just started fucking around.
But I guarantee you, I shit you not, I'm gonna get talked to by Stevens most likely, and he's gonna tell me that I need to tell the people involved how to de-escalate situations when that situation was easily going. That situation was easily going for 30+ minutes, and the situation only ever evolved to that point
3512 direct.
after
Go ahead.
people did that shit.
I advise you did state
People
that
did
you
what
have
shit?
the weapons confiscated at this time.
All of them, yes.
They fucking
Okay, I'll be meeting you up there in a second.
I'm in the infirmary.
their vehicles could be seized without actually having like documentation and stuff behind it. And then one of them like was just like,
hey, get back in the
constantly trying to like say something, constantly trying to make them in the right. And then Jack was just like, I'm not having any of this. So he just kept talking and trying to explain it. And they kind of both started yelling at each other. And then the last guy was just like, you know what? You need to stop talking before I deck you in your face. And I was like, okay, this is gonna escalate. So I pull out my pistol. I don't even think I pulled out my.
Say one more time. I'm sorry.
I said I'm not getting back in that bed. It's going to charge me another $500. I'm not doing it.
All right, well, go stand next to the bed.
Fine.
Do I need to handcuff you to the bed?
Literally been sitting in the bed when
You're being detained. Everybody here is.
well, I get that part, but like, what the fuck happened?
A shooting at PD or cops and you alike went down.
Well, all I remember was I was talking to someone there, and all of a sudden, I felt a sharp pain in my side, and I'm blacking out.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
So, I don't know what the fuck happened. So,
Well, we have.
all I know is I wake up in this bed with handcuffs.
Well, there's CCTV footage and people who are still up from that scene, so we'll get it all sorted out here shortly. I can't give you a time frame because, like I said, it's still ongoing down, so it might be a bit.
Is Egan's other character a Roking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got Egan with me. What's Egan's rank within the Rokings?
Don't know.
Fuck if we know.
I don't know out of character or in character. I can tell you. Shit.
Fucking Egan, bro.
I love Egan because he's I love Egan, but that whole situation was
Oh, it was.
I was kind of questioning why both Bennett and Weber were upset beforehand, but I wasn't in the server, and I joined the server and I immediately found out why. So like, I don't blame them for being upset. I actually 100% understand why.
Here's the thing.
More than that.
What bothers me the most about the Rokings, and I haven't even interacted with them, is very simply put, is that they are using their cop knowledge to
As a biker organization.
Part
as
is
a
the
biker
cop knowledge is
organization.
completely wrong.
Exactly. It's more than completely wrong. I think. Were you there? When it
Yeah,
happened?
I'm the dude that's in the black vest that was off to the side.
Oh.
It's gonna be interesting how to deal with him because he never pulled.
All right, what you got?
All right, I got 5 different guns that were fired.
All right, start off
All with serial numbers.
Okay, I got 3 guns here.
Okay.
Alright,
This
what do you
one's
need
mine.
from me?
I don't think we need anything from you right now, Sheriff.
Alright.
I think we're just gonna figure out who shot. We're gonna review the footage and then go from there.
Yeah, I can tell you I did.
Okay, perfect.
I didn't.
That's the guy. That guy right there. Does he still have the white mask?
Yeah.
Right, I gotta go look back on my footage, but for my personal recollection, that individual shot at me.
He did shoot
I'm gonna go back on the footage.
He didn't have a gun on him, so.
I'm gonna check my footage. We'll see who it was. If there's any other number wearing the white mask, we'll reference it. I made sure to record it. Alright, give me a serial number.
Alright, we'll start off with 02.
0 what?
2.
Don't see a single 02.
Okay, because he uses a knife. So, yeah. Okay, what about 02H? No 02 at all?
No, I don't have any 02 on me. Maybe it slipped through me and it's back there in my stash.
What about 10?
Why's that guy get to stand up, but I don't?
10 UPK2.
Kind of
Yeah,
unfair.
I got that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one shot at least like 15 times. There's a lot of shots with the 10 mark.
Oh, okay. Let me review my body cam, see who I pulled that off of.
That has a lot of bullet casings back in MRPD.
We got the guns from. True detective.
It's gonna be Jacob Saxon, the guy back there to the right, front right. Okay, that's Jacob Saxon that fired that gun. Did you hear me?
Yep, I heard you. Jacob
Alright.
Saxon.
Alright, and we'll review who, because I know I got stabbed by the guy in the bed over there to our left. Wolf. So,
And, the guy that's standing up was also suffered a stab wound.
yeah, let me see what I pulled the violence off of him. The 02HD. But we'll, Jay has body cam of the whole scene, so we'll review that and see who did what exactly. Then once we get that reviewed, we'll release who can be released.
Can you hurry it up
Sounds
so
good
I
to
can
me.
walk? I know I didn't do anything. Only thing that went on was shots. I didn't even have a gun.
We're gonna make a
And a
Bluetooth real
knife.
quick and ask them about
I didn't
this.
have a knife.
Do you have a gun that starts with 74J?
That might be McElroy's. Let me ask. 512 to McElroy.
Oh, you didn't take all the guns that were involved. Wow.
512, 326 direct.
Good.
What's the serial number on your pistol?
What's your 20?
Just give me the first two on it. I see the first two numbers.
It'll be 6-3.
Is that right?
Yep.
Is that what you got?
6-3. I got a 6-3 here as well.
10-4, thank you.
What's the noise on?
Because my crims that I make are quote unquote throwaway characters.
Jay, have you
My
reviewed
first
that
crim
footage
that I
yet?
made, my first crim that I made was a throwaway, just to give.
Hospital prop that fell. It's
Hold on a
making
second. These motherfuckers won't quit talking, so we can't review the footage. I gotta get this footage reviewed real quick so we can whoever can go out of here.
Say it's a jailbreak, and where the cops decided it would be a good idea to shoot me
We'll get
clean in
there,
the
man.
head
We'll get
when I
there.
had a gun to the
Just,
hostage's
you know,
head.
try and get
You
better.
see, yeah,
You know,
I
if you get
remember
shot,
what's his
stabbed,
name
whatever,
was telling me
try and
about
get
that, and I
better.
was like,
Relax.
And that
there's
was
definitely a
after-
situation where that needs to be clarified a little bit more because
Right,
it's
but
like,
Clark, tell them I didn't do nothing.
I don't know what the fuck exactly happened.
Whoever, let me know when you're here, and I'll review my footage. We'll take turns.
I'm here. Do you have the entire... Jay's got close-up of the entire thing.
I don't have... I walked up when everyone was getting shot.
Yeah, he's got prior through the entire shooting.
I don't have any
Clark's
prior.
got
I
the
have
whole
the
thing,
shooting.
too.
So let me check up on my side.
Alright, I'm
When
waiting
I
for him
pulled
to
up,
load.
there's only one guy standing up. Everyone else was down.
Yeah, Jay's got all that.
Yeah, usually one guy wins that.
But no, I'm gonna give you my contact info. I've got to leave the state for the rest.
So do I, but they don't seem to care.
All right. I've got to leave the state, so you gentlemen have a good rest of your evening.
You too. Here's my
You too.
contact. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Alright, perfect.
I'm gonna review my footage right now.
Alright.
Just out of curiosity.
I'm mad at you because you should have known better
We're taking a clean shot.
for taking a clean shot because it at that point in time, it is you're not valuing the life of the hostage within a real life scenario. Hold on, Bennett.
I understand. Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Within a real life scenario, if you shoot somebody, an involuntary muscle movement could have caused me to shoot this guy in the head. Wrong or right?
Wrong.
How is that?
Wrong. So in that specific situation, okay, when I am presented with a choice, I hear you say, I heard you say verbatim, I'm gonna shoot this cop in the head, and then you start counting down. What am I supposed to just believe you that you're not gonna shoot him?
Oh my fucking god, you gotta be fucking
you
shitting.
fucking,
Bruh,
oh my god, you know what?
The only reason I did was because the cop who was in front of me, who was
We
being
gotta
an
jump
absolute
into
fucking.
him.
Oh my god.
We gotta jump out.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, wait.
They're
what?
calling us in.
It's got jack shit on it.
Hold on, I gotta go into this fucking thing real quick.
500, 512.
Go ahead.
Recheck whatever you have on your Bluetooth.
It says I'm muted. Or I'm in the wrong room, actually. Not
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I gotta do this shit.
Hell no. This turned into a staff situation because there was something that was addressed that needs to be for at least for everyone in this Leo, and it'll be addressed for all other Leos too. But something occurred within that scenario, and I'm here to get everyone's story about it, right? So like, I'll for those that were directly involved as a civilian, you could like speak up. I'm gonna pull you guys out so I can speak to all the EMS/Leo, and then vice versa, so I can get both sides. Real quick, is everyone in the channel that is a Leo, were you guys actively being Leo?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone that else, then
I know Egan and Reynolds were not active Leos.
You said anyone who was involved.
He said anyone who was a Leo, so you guys should clarify that you weren't Leos.
Oh yeah, I was not
Yeah.
active Leo.
Yeah.
And Hayes
Anyone
is in
who
the
has
waiting
like a
room.
name that is Leo, basically.
Hayes is in the waiting room, and he was in another Leo.
Yes.
Okay. He wasn't or was?
He was.
He was.
He was.
Okay. Everyone else, I'm gonna for all the guys that were civilians, I'm gonna pull you down the waiting room. For all the Leos, I'm gonna pull back up. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Got it.
Let's go.
Alright. Just to clarify, this is all the Leo or EMS.
Yeah, EMS aren't in here. But they're
EMS
EMS weren't really there, to be
they're not
fair.
necessary, really.
It's just anyone that was really involved with this narrative.
Is this involving the shooting scene or?
So it's to involve a like rule that people may not understand, and it like unintentionally broke the rule. That's why I'm like trying to clarify, because like I got a complaint about it, so I have to address it somewhere. So the rule that I'm talking about is rule number 6, the NLR, right? Phase 1, phase 2. Do you guys understand that? Like real quick, do you guys want me to explain that while I like discuss like why I'm addressing this? Or do you want me to like? All right.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward, right? So what was addressed to me, right, is that there are Leos that like are currently directly involved. Like some of you that weren't injured, like that's cool. Like you weren't injured. Like Holmes, I think you were mentioning that you weren't injured. But I was told that like a significant amount of Leos were injured in that scenario, and they had already gone into the phase 1 stance, right? And then was revived by either Leo or an EMS member. Just to clarify, like, so I know, like, did you guys revive each other, or was it like you guys were doing an RP, like a medical like ordeal, like packing bandages, shit like that, or was it like, for an example, like Weber? I know Weber was stabbed twice, so realistically he would have to be laying on a hospital bed right now. So this is why I'm bringing it up.
That's subjective.
That is very subjective,
Yeah.
because if we're
It
gonna
is.
if we were going to include that, then that means most of the people who get shot in the head by police would have to be on a hospital bed 24/7, and that's just not the case. half the time.
It is very subjective, but I have to like.
Yeah,
It's
no,
also another
yeah.
reason why we like why we do it, so we can fucking get it clarified, right? But like the reason why it's being brought up is because, like, for an example, for Weber, he was stabbed twice, and then according to the rule, like you're not supposed to remember the name of the person, like
Yeah,
you are
but-
allowed to remember events and descriptions.
Yeah, so when you can see the guy visibly in the hospital bed here, like John Wolf, I know I said his name, he's probably the one who reported this. I saw him in the bed and said, yeah, it was Wolf right there, because if you can see him, you can identify him. This shouldn't apply to that scene. Like, if you see him later on, after that, then you should be able to identify him.
I'm also gonna point out there's multiple cameras facing where this all happened.
Right.
Yeah. That's like why I'm like trying to clarify everything. Like I'm like a complete third party. I have like very like it's like dead ass like fucking like a
I'm gonna
real
say
quick
no one,
description.
no one's frustrated with staff for you guys pulling this in here. If anything, it's probably good that this conversation is happening because
if anything, it'll help us clear it up in the rules if we have to. Like the rules can always be adjusted. It can be added on to be more in depth, which sometimes it does need to be more in depth. So like you were saying, like maybe I should bring it up and we should include the fact that hey, like I physically like even though we just had that scenario, right, we're both in the hospital and I am still being treated, but I can still I can visibly see like on hospital paper, or I can identify them visibly, like hey, yeah, that's him. And then if someone reads off their name, then yeah, boom, I remember their name. Stuff like that. That's like a nice thing to note, because then I can include that. I can send it up to higher and they're like, hey, yeah, let's update that so that we don't have to do this again. that's why that's the whole reason why this is here, right? Because the whole that number 6 new NLR and reviving. Another thing that's that was told to me is that we should address is like cops reviving other cops. Like, yeah, you get the ability to, but realistically, like I get like using the slash revive, you save $500 when you go to the hospital, but that's also the whole point.
All cops were medically evaluated on scene. They were brought
Okay.
up so that they wouldn't die. I honestly have no idea exactly whether or not they were brought up with med kits or if they were brought up. I was on the perimeter pulling security, making sure no one jumped on the scene and fucking shot at us.
I'll let you know this now. I think it was Hayes and I think another sheriff deputy that was going around with med kits picking up the officers, but we were staying on scene and getting actually evaluated by medical.
Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't anyone doing slash revive. It was the officers getting up in the first place in case they needed to be moved, and they could just move it themselves.
So you don't like that 360 seconds where you don't go to the actual dead phase. I get you.
Yeah, I was the last one standing, and I went around to everyone, and I was just picking everyone up. Everyone would sit back down or lay back down accordingly, and I didn't treat anyone. It's just so everyone stays there and doesn't get teleported or whatever. How the system works.
Okay, that's cool. So like you guys did get medically evaluated by like some sort of medical like trained professional on scene, and then you guys were transported to the hospital, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that being said, that clarifies a shit ton of stuff. It's like no one's gonna get like punished or anything. It's just to clarify stuff. Like while we're here, do you guys think that I should add I should send up to higher like, hey, this needs to be added because like the reason why this was brought up was because someone thought like just based off what they viewed off the rules, like, hey, this is fucked up. Like I'm getting like debated because of it. So you guys stated that there was cameras on scene. Like
there is a camera that's
they did it in front of the front lobby in MRPD. So there's multiple cameras, and all of us were wearing body cams. So I mean, regardless, they would have been any of the situations that would have been remembered regardless because there's body cams everywhere, right? So it's like they go back and review the footage. It doesn't matter what actually happened.
Yeah. It's more of like a good example would be the RP at first, report later. They you RP what it is then at the current city, like that, like say like if this is just subjective and compare, like everyone has their own different opinion how they would RP it and how they would do it, right? For me personally, I'd be like, okay, cool, like I was stabbed twice, I'm gonna RP laying in the hospital bed, getting treated for a bit longer than the normal amount. Instead of just being like, hey, I got patched up, I'm straight chilling. Like lay in the actual hospital bed, sit there for a few moments, and then like lean over, like, hey, I know, hey, that's the fucking guy that stabbed me.
Well, okay, well, I was the one that got stabbed, obviously, and, like, we have vest on. You can't help the game's mechanics to where the stab animation kills you in 2 swipes, but we got stab-proof vest on. There's Kevlar in the vest. It's not going to go through, you just get down, period. No. But, I mean, people downplay their injuries all the time. Like Jason, you get shot in the head in the GTA game, people are going to say, oh, we got shot in the torso, and avoid perma, obviously. So, like, some injuries, it may be severe in game, but it's not actually that severe because of, if you take real life standards into account, like the best we would have on. So like I would be okay. Yeah, I would be okay with the stab because like I said, it's not going to puncture that vest. It's not going to puncture it. So
I mean, it'll fucking knock the wind out of you, guaranteed, because someone's going full force and like it's a very sharp metal object. No, I get that. I wear a stab-proof vest at work too. Like that's what I'm saying. Like clarification is what helps stuff like not further into like shit like actual drama. Right. Well, I mean, with that being said, like, does anyone else want to bring it? Like, they think is important. So before I go address the civilians, and then actually communicate like what happened between the 2 sides, so that communication is clear, and you guys can continue going on with your scenario. Anything at all?
Nothing from me.
Oh, good.
Nothing rule-wise. No.
Okay, cool. If you guys have anything like outside the situation you want to bring up, just let me know. I'm going to move you guys to the staff lounge too. If you guys want to wait there for a few moments, I'll talk with civilians, and then I will bring everyone back together, and then have like a nice group discussion and just chill, figure out like what went wrong, what way, from their side, and then from your side, and then at least it's clarified.
Alright.
Alright. Cool, I'm going to go.
I mean,
is your shit uploaded yet?
Yeah. I don't mean to be that guy, but like, I don't know if there's anything else differently that we could have done besides de-escalation, not like actually getting mad or annoyed out of character. That's
No,
literally the only
that's
two things I'm thinking of. It's like, I don't know.
no. He
Like,
thought NLR was good.
there's not much else you can do because like no one physically broke any of the, at least to my knowledge, no one broke any of the rules, right? Because we all got picked up and then treated by
So
the medical guy.
I think that cops should not have responded and taken care of the scene at the hospital. I think that was an issue. The cops that were down at MRPD. I think that's the issue they're trying to make out of it. However, how the fuck are they going to expect roleplay to continue if there's one cop that needs to handle 6 people?
That's the thing. This NLR rule doesn't really make much sense, especially when you're pointing it towards cops. Because Bennett, we've had this problem multiple times in multiple other fucking servers. Is that
We have.
the NLR rule typically applies only in circumstances for the police, and it sounds stupid, but it's because you can't physically you can't physically have a 50 active personnel on duty on a server, right? Especially on a server that's a 64 slot server. Even if we did, like, it would be a little different because it'd be like no one would be able to kill all 50 active personnel police on duty. So like there would be people to deal with it, but that's just not the case. You have 4 to 8 people on duty probably at a given time most days. If you kill 3 of those people, you make it almost impossible for the police to do anything because you just have one guy going around literally to like multiple different scenes doing multiple different things, transporting people, booking people. It's just not possible. Like physically not possible. He's gonna sit there for hours by himself and do it while everyone else, like all the other cops who were there, literally can just go and drive away and go back on patrol, and more shit's gonna pop off. Like that just makes no sense. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me ask this of y'all: have you been seeing like us with up in Blaine County area? We've been seeing a massive influx of people using the Mark 1 or the Mark 2 revolver just to one-shot us.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I've had that happen to me. I pulled up behind a bank truck, and like they stopped, and I stopped, of course, you know, because I'm pulling them over because they're robbing, and I didn't even have enough time to get out of the car. Like they just pulled the revolver out and one-tapped me. I had full armor on.
Typically, everyone's using their revolvers because I hate to sound like this one kid that fucking says this all the time, but they're just using whatever gun is meta at the time. And at this point, it's the revolver because the revolver one-shots you regardless of where you get shot, right? Whereas the police, we have a lot of guns, so I'm not going to complain about what weapons we do and do not have. But if you compare a one-shot revolver to like every crim having it to the police's combat pistol, where it's a little bit different, where you have to shoot them 6 times in the fucking chest for them to die, it's a little bit different.
I'm carrying around a double action revolver from now on Bennett.
Yeah,
I could.
To the head.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you have to realize not everyone's a good shot. That's why all the crims use a revolver, because even if you're not a good shot, you have a much larger area to work with.
DB Cooper's fucking one-tap master with the reticle.
I mean, because he uses the revolver.
Yep.
Yeah, he begged me not to begged me not to bring it up to see if we can have that weapon nerfed or ripped out because it's getting ridiculous.
Hey, every time I get on the scene with him, I get one. I've been one-tapped like 2 or 3 times by him because
we can't suggest it because people are gonna be like, oh, cops want to be overpowered. No, the fuck.
Technically, cops are kind of over.
Police is like you don't want to fuck with them. You don't want to be out like today when I got robbed. It's like you don't want to be going around just trying to rob cops.
Yeah, and like if that's the point where it becomes that you are advancing in a state where it probably, if the state is that bad, they could probably activate different types of law enforcement personnel, state and federally, probably to help out with the local district if it's really that bad. But like, you know. I digress. Portland, 2020.
Props to Bennett, who told my guy that needs to stand up for himself. He really helped. That second time, I was ready for it.
What happened? What'd you say?
Well, as props to the person who plays Bennett.
That's Carl right here. Yeah.
Fucking legend.
What would he do?
Oh man, you should have seen.
You know, I got yelled at
This
for that.
man's been helping me out the entire day. He's always been there to help me out.
I got fucking yelled at for what I told you in the briefing.
Well, let me guess. Fuck. I think I know who reported it, but I could be wrong.
Oh, you know what I found out? I will have to actually bring this up in character as well. The guy that robbed me, that served 10 months. If you search his name, he actually never got like registered that he went to prison.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Like, there's no record of him like.
Hey,
I think he permoed it.
Jay, I'm already gonna do an inquiry into that.
Like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, this incident report is not gonna make much sense.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that Bennett. That wouldn't be the first time that that person has done something like that. If it was, but
Well, it is what it is. I fucking knew something was gonna pop off there.
oh, so did I.
Things
Once
were
I heard.
way too agitated.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I was walking around. I finished my report. I was walking around, and I really I was thinking about just going 10-7-10-42 because it's getting super late for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I'm just gonna hop off here. I've done my report. I think these guys can handle it. And then it's just shots fired. I'm like, oh fuck me.
You see, it was I got on because I was just hearing how agitated Bennett got about the whole situation. I was like, I need to get on to actually see what the fuck is going on and to see if certain people need to have different conversations done. And I got on, and I shit you not, literally as soon as I got on and they were talking about some shit, and I told them what I needed to say, and they said the same exact thing again, I understood exactly why he was annoyed. Like,
I mean, I was only at the scene. I was only at the scene because I guess the county commissioner fucking called me to ask me to come down and see what I could do. And it's like, look, I'm out of my jurisdiction. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, you're popping in as I'm telling them, look, you have to go through the legal system. And they're calm. And then Holmes, you popped in and they start getting more and more agitated. And then I guess it was you, Weber, who came around as well.
Okay, so we had already been talking to him in the lobby right there, and then when Jay called me around, yes, that's when I came around.
Hey, can one of y'all go down to the LSPD headquarters and impound my Camaro? My computer keeps dying on me.
I'll go down there since I'm the one that's.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I gotta get off. I'm tired as
put
fuck.
all this shit in evidence as well.
That's
I got like 30 different bullet casings.
Hey Hayes, were you recording or no?
I recorded, but the thing only recorded like after the shooting.
Oh,
so
that's fine.
I have everyone down, but I don't have the shooting part.
Okay, no, that's fine. I have the shooting part. Just as long as you have whatever you did at the MRPD, we can use that.
Damn it! And this is all gonna make me start or re-download fucking Metal.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I make sure I always have it.
I just use GeForce Experience. I just have it on like an instant replay, and I'm just like, you know what? I literally all I have to do is Alt Z, save, and it saves the past 20 minutes in 720. And I was like, great.
Well, normally I record in OBS.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight it was one of those nights of I was at the auto shop as my civilian character when the person came in with the fucking M-Rap and just opened fire on us, and it was like,
yeah,
I was pissed about that.
That was a scene and a half. I will say that.
Well, I was pissed because there was nothing said. They just pulled in, opened fire on us with automatic weapons, and left.
Yeah. No, I completely understand, because yeah, that thing was something that I believe that person and one of the higher ups talked about, and it was allowed because it was like it's supposed to be like a terroristic type of threat kind of thing. It was just supposed to be a one-time thing, so that's why it was there. because I mean it's really hard to organize people to allow themselves to be shot, especially in like if you are trying to do like a domestic thing, like a domestic terrorism thing, you can't really organize it without too many people knowing about it, and then it just becomes a whole different staff situation. But I do agree with you. Something should have been said beforehand to at least someone.
My thing was in that situation, in previous servers that would have been considered RDM, and it would have been a staff issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's
were you
just
guys actually downed?
Yes. Or well, Jay Miller was down because he was on the downstairs floor of Benny's.
Mm-hmm.
I was upstairs and caught a bullet to the arm, but Miller was downed, and it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I think it's really difficult to say because it's kind of a continuation of a scene that happened earlier at the Vanilla Unicorn.
I cannot impound Bennett's car.
Can you get in it? Is it locked or no?
It's locked, and I'm trying to do the like unlock vehicle thing through the menu, and it doesn't work.
Do you have lock
Okay,
picks?
I'll come down
don't
there and
have
I'll
lock picks.
deviate at some point. If he has to get out of his impound, I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
I think that revolver just needs to be taken out of the server.
Well, you shouldn't be using
I
it in the
don't
first
know.
place either.
Oh no, I mean, technically, I mean I was talking to Walker about this the other day. We were talking about reticles because it came up, and him and I both agreed that using a reticle is really, really cheap. Like you have to be like, unless you're actually like impaired or you like physically cannot, like you have a medical reason or like there's another reason behind it where you cannot, like you need some sort of edge to keep yourself on that's fine, right? I don't mind. But if you're doing it just so you can win your gunfights, that's a little scummy. The only time I will allow a reticle is on the snipers, because the snipers, you literally have a big ass scope and nothing comes through. So it's like, you know. Here, let me look at this marksman rifle really quick. Let's see if this has a reticle. Oh, it does. That's cool. But are you guys losing textures inside the hospital too, or is that just me?
Just you. Just you, buddy.
Is everyone in here gone?
Nope,
Oh no, they're all over there.
I'm just waiting for them to get back so I can tell them who can go.
So the guy in the black vest, the guy who like threatened this guy right here,
He can go.
he's probably gonna be good to go. Yeah, he literally got stabbed by the other guy.
Yeah, and then Hubert can go too.
Technically, you can get him with threat, like criminal
Yeah.
threat to a public
Yeah,
official, but
I'm
that's
not
just too
gonna
much.
bother. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. There's too much shit going on here as it is.
That's more paperwork, and it is what it is. I don't really feel like doing it.
I'd say fucking Wolf should be held in jail until fucking trial can happen. Yeah, I'd say I can't do that. I can't.
So apparently, you saw the new DOJ thing.
Well,
that
they
was
gotta
changed.
file. If they plead not guilty, they gotta file. If they don't file, they get a warrant placed out.
Yeah,
So
but I mean that means they have to serve. I think it was a maximum of 15 minutes or some shit, or whatever their time is. I don't remember.
No, you're right. It is 15.
Yeah, they have to serve a maximum of 15, and that's all they can serve. So like, if they go out and murder someone, they would serve a maximum of 15. If they just plead not guilty.
They can't. They won't serve anything
Which is,
more.
nope. The only way that they will serve more is if they're found guilty.
Are you shitting me?
Which I don't know if I agree with that, because if you're guilty of or if you're being accused of a violent crime, there's significant evidence against it, you should be jailed for the full time, and then you should get more time plus for it. So like for whatever just happened right now, if he pleads not guilty, the most that he can be jailed for with this new thing is 15 minutes. Even though he an RP, he instigated the fight, he pulled out a knife, he stabbed 2 officers, right?
He
And all the
stabbed
other
his
guys
buddy,
who
too.
shot. Oh yeah, no, he stabbed 2 officers and a person, so that's attempted murder times 3. Right? That would just be 15 minutes.
I doubt his buddy would press charges, so I would just do 2.
I don't know if that's the case though.
Well.
Do they have to press charges if we were the ones witnessing?
No.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
They don't have to, so we can just charge him with that.
Yeah.
It falls under the same classification of domestic violence. If we're witness to it, we don't. They do not have to press charges. The state can press charges against them.
Yep. That's what I was always on the assumption of, is like with an assault case, right? If you're being accused of assault, if there's no actual officer present with like seeing it, like if there's no actual officer present or there's no actual video presence, you can't technically charge the person with assault unless there's like a substantial amount of other evidence that can lead up towards it. Which is kind of weird, because it's not weird, but you know, it's definitely something to think about. That's why in a lot of domestics you see people, when they don't press charges, they might have like a little bruise here and there, but the police really can't do anything about it because they weren't pressing charges and the police weren't witness to it. But if the guy did it in public, it's a different story.
See, domestic violence laws are a little bit different in the aspect of if one person has physical evidence, i.e. bruising, any of that kind of stuff, under domestic violence, the officer can press or has the duty to press charges.
Yeah. But I think that varies state to state. Unless that's, I don't even think that's a federal thing, but I'm pretty sure it's state to state thing.
Do you guys have footage?
Of that whole scene?
Yeah.
Maybe. Depends. Let's see.
I hope.
Why, what's up?
Because if not, it's a he said, she said, because our logs are all fucked up too. And we're just playing what ifs now.
What do you mean he said, she said? What exactly? What do you mean?
So even within the staff, we're trying to figure out, like I was talking with Cash, right, and I'll even say, like, we're trying to figure out like who's in the right, who's in the wrong, or if anyone is in the wrong, right? Because the civilians are still kind of upset that like injuries were downplayed, and I get injuries being downplayed, and then one of them was like, well, the GTA mechanic made me do this. When realistically, I would have just stabbed them on the fucker across the throat.
Oh, okay. Can I interject real quick?
What's up?
So Wolf was in the hospital the other night where he had sustained multiple gunshot wounds from the scene, and he just so happened to have been broken out of the hospital by somebody, whereas he should have been in a coma or on the deathbed.
Let me interject, because I was the one that was here. I literally shot fucking Wolf in the head the other day with a pistol, like immediately in the head, and he went down. I shot one of the other RKMC members multiple times with an assault rifle and pistol, and I shot, well, the other guy doesn't matter because we ended up chilling with him, right? I shot both of them multiple times with, if we want to be serious about this, with multiple life-threatening injuries. They were, I think Walker was there. They picked up Walker, or they shot Walker. They picked up the guys who were there, and they ran off with them. And you can talk to Walker about it too. I literally have the evidence because we were going to use it for court case on John Wolf. But like, they literally all shot at me. John Wolf got immediately headshot, and there's no doubting that's him. And so did another RKMC member. So if they want to be serious about this, they can be charged with that as well. I mean,
so no one's being charged with anything.
Or not charged,
right?
but yeah.
Like it's just a discussion, and then like it's just to help clarification, because that's all it is at this fucking point. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm gonna say no one's in the fucking fault, because it just comes down to GTA mechanics and what ifs. Because I mean, like realistically, like even Walker brought up the mention, right? Like we have a system in game for the vest mechanic, right? You go to the fucking armory, pick up some fucking plates, put it in, and boom, that gives you an advantage somehow, right? And as soon as that vest, like that in-game vest runs out, then you should be liable or subjectable to those fucking mortal wounds. Because then, like, that's it. If for example, if it's a fucking in real life, there's different types of plate carriers, right? like for ceramic plates, right? It's the first layer is meant to fucking reduce the force of the round, and the Kevlar is supposed to catch it, right? After like 3 rounds, that shit's fucking useless. Same thing with stab-proof vest. After it's been stabbed in one spot, it becomes useless after so many stabs. That's where the what if is, and that's what they're trying to play. And like Walker agrees with that. Some people don't agree with that, and I have to fight the middle ground. So, my opinion, I mean, like realistically, like you guys didn't do anything wrong. I mean, yeah, you guys underplayed some injuries. Yeah, cool. But like at the same time, when you mentioned like, hey, you shot him in the fucking head like 3 times. I mean, like in our rules, like it's only on the player if they want to give permission to have their character perma or permanently disfigured.
Well, that's not what I'm saying here.
That's not what I'm saying though. Is like if they want to talk about having just say the knife wounds, right, and they're downplaying those knife wounds, it doesn't matter if he wants to perma his character. If we're going to talk about the same exact severity of things, let's just say Jack was stabbed 3 times and slashed across the throat the 3rd time, right?
Yeah.
If Jack wanted to not say that he was slashed across the throat, technically on how everything's been running in the server so far, he can. Because there's been multiple times where me as a cop, I will go around, and I specifically aim for heads for this exact reason. Most of the time when I do down people, they get headshot, right?
Yeah.
So if we want to go off the things of not downplaying the severity of the wounds, then that means anyone who gets headshot should be in critical condition. That's not saying they kill off their character. But that's saying that they need to RP that their wounds are down, and if they can't do that, then it's the same exact thing again. Right, so it's falling under that same situation where like if they stabbed him, sure, it's there, but like if you get shot in the head, it's even worse than getting stabbed 3 times. You should be in critical condition for a period of time at least, not fucking carried out of the hospital because fuck it, you don't want to be caught up because you're the county commissioner, right?
Yeah.
So.
That's just what it comes down to. It really just comes down to downplaying. I mean, like if honestly at this point, I might just suggest for him to put a rule about downplaying wounds to a realistic amount. Like, to be honest, yeah, you get popped in the fucking face, and like, there are so many scenarios you could like, yeah, and you should be fucking dead, and then other times like, I would disagree, because like, if we really want to be realistic, and this is where I have to play devil's advocate, if you want to be realistic, real life realistic, some motherfucker on basalts. Like it actually happened more than one time, has been shot and wounded with an excess amount of 40 plus rounds inside of him that was found.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, and he was still capable of eating someone's face off because he was high as fuck. That's where that comes into. It's just what ifs, and that's why I said like we're just fighting what ifs.
Yeah, just a heads up. So I did have body cam evidence, but it wasn't of anything after the shooting. I got a little bit after the shooting, but there wasn't like any medical things. Because yeah, it was at that point we weren't thinking it was going to be a staff situation. So I have a
little
replay
bit of the stuff after the shooting.
Okay.
Well, I mean, a couple minutes of it.
At this point, to be honest, I wouldn't bother bringing it up. I'm just gonna fight the middle ground and like try to find it. So like bygones at this point. Like some way that this RP scenario can continue without going to this extent, right? Because like all Weber really is asking, or not Weber, but all Wolf is asking for is for like where his mask is just where his identity was revealed by the officer. Shouldn't have happened because like the officer physically got up and removed the mask off the person. Okay. It happens in real life though, but like I'm trying to figure out whether or not like this should go through or should not. I'm gonna discuss with like
Can you repeat what you said about the mask thing from the start about that?
So what he said to me, and I don't know if this is true, so what I'm gonna say here is that after like in the hospital, like while there's officers standing guard and stuff, which is what kind of made me upset. With the ones that were injured were standing guard. I really could give less fuck, to be honest. But he was more upset at the fact that the officer that he had directly stabbed, right, got up and then removed the mask of the county commissioner, like physically, like I don't know if he's capable of doing it, but like, removed his mask and revealed his identity.
So orders were given for all masks to be removed, and he would not remove his, so I had to physically go up to him and RP me removing his mask because he would not take it off. Because Jason, I believe Jason approached him and tried taking him off, but he wouldn't do it, so I had to go up there and do it because he wouldn't cooperate.
I went to each person except the guy that has a white mask that still has it on. Like that person, they moved them before I could get to him. But I went to each person and did the /me that was removing their mask. And 2 people did it, and then whoever has the red hat was not removing it. I did this /me 2 times, and they didn't remove it, so I couldn't really do much because the F1 menu wasn't working.
Yep. And even if it is any fucking thing to that, I literally went over radio and told them, remove all masks of anyone nearby, because regardless of the situation that occurred, we need to get the identities beforehand. And I was only really shot in the arm, right? I think it was like, I got a little slice on my fucking, near my like vest, and I got shot in the arm. So like, I'm perfectly fine. So I'm telling them, making sure that they get that shit done.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, to be honest, it's just gonna have to be a real clear about downplaying injuries, because I mean, like, both sides have downplayed significantly. Like,
for sure.
The others would like argue, say, "Nah, fuck that shit, bro. Like, that's fucked up. I'm upset that you even downplayed that in the first place." Like, for an example, like you said, you shoot someone in the back 3 fucking times, and in GTA 5 he has a sliver of health, so he runs away. But then he fucking collapses somewhere else, and then someone picks him up and gets him healed, right? But it's also like the fun of FiveM is the fact that you can do that. So it's just a nice gray area that is just enough to piss people off, but also have it for people like, are like, yeah, fuck this shit. I'm happy as fuck. I'm just vibing. Screw that guy. Right.
Well, let me ask this. What would it take for us? What would we have to do to get the fucking heavy revolvers removed?
I'm gonna be honest, those heavy revolvers are fucking trash, dude. My shit broke within 4 rounds.
Hell no.
But they one shot with full armor. Yeah. They one shot everyone with full armor. So like they break super fast, but they literally one shot guns. So
yeah, I mean, like, it's I'll talk with the higher up about maybe like trying to reduce damage on it or like increase health, but like if you do this, that, like, it's just limiting crims. Because like, to be honest, like that is the only advantage a crim has up against cops. That's also the reason. That's one of the main, like, kind of major reasons why this is brought up. Is because like they feel like they're being their situation is being thrown out the window because they don't have an advantage in anything.
They don't have what?
Because they don't have an advantage in anything. Because the way it works in their favor, in a way, is everything's been developed. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but cops have a huge advantage up against crims. Like a huge advantage. Crims get stressed from literally anything. Crims also have a slower quick draw. They have an increased recoil.
Hey, get out of cowboy shit.
Less vitality, less strength, and less endurance, and it deteriorates.
It was a medical emergency. I was thinking about a doctor.
Yeah, but this whole ward is shut down right now.
Next time you talk to me the way you did.
Well, there should have been someone out front that told you not to be back here. So can you please leave now?
I will.
All right,
After
thank you.
I'm done talking to the man who shared a bed with me.
Sir, I need you to go. I need you to get out of here right now.
All right, I'll be gone in just a moment.
You got 2 minutes.
All right, thanks.
Start timer.
Yeah, you guys. I'm assuming all you guys have read the Leo announcement about saying, "Hey, you guys need to stop like putting people in prison for this amount of time when they do non-guilty pleas, or if they do guilty pleas, right? Because crims already have like it just becomes a waste of time as a human being. Like it becomes a waste of time on them compared to a waste of time on you, because like it takes you 5 minutes to write a report upon them.
Wait, what'd you call me?
Alright, thank God. Let me out of here.
What'd you call me? Say that one more time. My head voice is talking to me. Oh, I thought you called me Hubert for a second.
That's my real name.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
What? When'd you take my gun?
They took everyone's gun.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know that someone took my gun off me. That's the thing. Is I never saw. No, that's not mine.
All right, hey,
I had
let
the heavy revolver.
let him give. Hey, let him give you your gun back. Let's walk the fuck out of here. All right. Hey, receipt and hairline. Next time you call me cowboy, things will end very nicely. You hear me? All right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's receipt. Let's let receipt and hairline over here have a good time.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Hold on, I gotta check it.
I ain't a big fan of receipt and hairlines.
Oh yeah.
In the report, there's constant calls going off.
My back's still at the police station.
Okay.
My back's still at the police station.
They can both cram in safe. But people like
Wait,
they act, huh? They try to actively fucking like they're trying to find a balance. Like you guys are trying to find a balance. They're trying to find a
500.
balance.
Is the
That's
guy
why
in the
they
white mask free to go?
reported it, not to like
10-4.
like fuck with you guys or to fuck with them or waste anyone's time because like I could be doing my fucking college final right now.
Yeah.
But we all volunteered. We're all here to do this because we're having fun. So real quickly before, yo, what's up? Yeah.
Listen, I don't even think it's that. I think it's fucking when the typical response to these type of situations is that whenever a cop is there, you want the cop to finish the RP. However, when the cop is meant to finish the RP, it's hours after, right? Because they have to go back, they have to write the report, they have to do everything, and then at that point, they're just over the entire situation. They don't care about doing it. Whereas a crim, they don't really have much else. Like after they die, what do? Plead guilty, not guilty, and go to prison. Like they don't really
That's
have
where they
much to
come from.
do.
Like they that's like, and I'm glad that you brought that up. Like that's what they're trying to bring up. Is like, yes, like sometimes for you guys it is like taxing to do some of this shit, but sometimes you guys really enjoy doing that shit, right? As a crim, like literally dead ass, the only thing that you can fucking do is create scenarios for you guys. Like that's what it comes down to, right? If you want a good community, if you have a good balance between crim and cop, because they're the source of the entertainment. Like, no matter what, like you could be like a fucking complete dickhead of a fucking cop and get fucking murdered, right? But guess what? That provides entertainment to the civilians. Like, I could be a complete shithead of a fucking criminal and like rob every fucking store, and then eventually get caught by you guys, and it gives you some sort of sense of enjoyment. Like, oh my fucking god, we finally got this dumbass that kept like ruining or wasting our time. It's just waging the risk over the reward and like who's like this way, that way. Like I mean, like yes, you guys are right. Like you do have like quite a bit of complaints, like just in general. Civs also have quite a bit of complaints. Like none that I personally dealt with because I mainly deal with the cop side, and the other team they deal with the civs, right? But it's just so that like when we come together, we make our community better. I'm gonna go quickly chat with the higher ups, and then I'm gonna pull everybody together so we stop wasting each other's time, like so that everyone can go back to having fun. And like after the whole scenario, like if you guys actually want stuff done, like rule wise or anything, DM me. I'm always available. Just don't like. What's up? Yeah. No. Yeah, it would become null and void, or it depends on how bad. It would depend how bad, right? Like So, well, it wouldn't be entirely null and void. That's like our whole job is to judge like how severe it would be. So, like for me, like since I think it's a stalemate, I'm just gonna say like I'm gonna talk with the saves, be like, hey man, like shit out of luck, but this is how it's gonna end up happening. However, if there was a complete violation, I would say, hey, it would be null to this extent, or hey, like we tweak the RP scenario so it can continue going because I know a lot of people still want it to go, like the RKMC, like they still want this scenario to play out, right? Like Wolf actually wants the fucking perma his dude, but he wants it to play out in a slightly different way. So then we would try to figure out what's the best of both sides, right? And like how we could, like, if everyone can come to an agreement and then rotate or alternate their role play scenario and slightly go off the timeline. So as if like you hit an obstacle and then said, no, fuck this thing, and then went off roading real quick and then got back onto the road. If you can catch what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I feel like even in this situation, like let's just say he did want to do something else, there's like so much again, like there's no physical way for him to do it, right? Because like that just literally falls onto like where he did what he did, and if he did it in front of like a place that might have had a security camera here and there, that's different. He did it in front of 3 cops, all wearing body cams, in front of MRPD with recording cameras, right? So like I don't mean to sound like that guy, right? But let's just say he did want to go ahead and change his RP scene because this isn't how he wanted his character to die. He shouldn't have pulled out the switchblade and stabbed the officers in front of the police station.
No. You don't have to be that guy. Like he's aware of that and he's perfectly fine going this route. He just wants to clarify stuff so in the future, if it ever does happen, it doesn't happen to anyone else, right? Because he was slightly upset about it going this way. He was perfectly fine with the whole shooting, the whole stabbing, like everyone getting into a gunfight. Like it happened. It like that's just how it turned out to be. Like, that's something I wouldn't change, right? As a staff member, like no matter what the fuck I say, like the only thing that would change that scenario is fucking Weber not being a dick, for example, or like someone not pissing him off, or him just like not being pissed off from Savvy investigating him earlier. So it's just stuff that leads up to this, and that, right? So, no, I'm fucking with you, Weber. I'm fucking with you. You were just the target. But it's like Savvy early on investigating him. It just led into him being pissed off with law enforcement. He said, "No, fuck this," and he just flipped and he said, "No, I'm gonna go stab a motherfucker." And then our KMC got in a gunfight. That's just how it works. So that's not something that would like turn out, right? So with that, I'm gonna go quickly talk with her, bring him on the other end, so we can hopefully reach some sort of fucking understanding, so I can go finish my college work.
So how you doing?
What happened? For what did you?
Hmm? No.
It would null and void anything you did, I would have assumed. So like technically you didn't really do anything. So the situation would have still gone through because the only thing that you actually physically did was take off his mask. But I mean, his mask should have been his mask would have been off beforehand because Hayes literally went around and did it, right? So like it would have been gone regardless. Like I think it's a little bit different depending on who is it is inquiring to, because like if it was, let's just say, myself, then it'd be like the thing is none of us who went down actually did anything to null and void anything. Like myself, fucking Lloyd, you, like I think us were the only 3 who actually went down. We never actually like went and did anything that would have violated anything. However, let's just say if I went down, I got picked up by EMS, I said I was good to go, and then I went over and started like collecting evidence and writing a whole report on it, that's a little different. Because then that whole report would be null and void, and then they would technically be let go because that report isn't working. So. I got one guy that was just brought into the main lobby of Pillbox.
So 21,500. Be advised, I would go back up there to meet you guys, but my car's out of fuel.
10-4, you're all good. I'm gonna get you the evidence too, Jason. We can fucking put it in the report. Wolf is critical. However, since he's Wolf, we're gonna have to still provide not protection detail, but he's gonna have to be like with an armed presence because he's not getting let go this time. That's literally how it goes. I mean, you guys have been explaining this thing like 4 or 5 times. They have not said it.
Okay, so realistically, there's only 4 guns that have been fired because 5 of the bullet casings I have are my own.
Yeah. So I fired.
I fired.
We'll check each of the guns. We'll cross-reference the. No, we'll do the work like we normally do. I
Okay,
know
I'm looking.
my serial number, so my gun is 5 shots.
Yeah, I'm looking at the evidence right now. So I shot. Lloyd shot. The guy in the Texas mask shot, and then another guy in a plaid shirt shot. So there was 4 different gunshots that were going around, and then you shot. So technically there should be 5.
Yeah, there's 5 different guns that were fired, each varying in the amount of shots fired.
Yeah, I fired a decent amount.
Seven, 68. Today has been one hell of a roller coaster. I'll pull my car out and do the thing.
No, you can send it to him if you want. I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. See, I feel like it's kind of shitty because if the police were to report every single rule infraction that they would have noticed, staff would just not. They would be in staff offices 24/7. That's just what I'm noticing. Is that like. This is why I hate it when people say cops have a win mentality because it's typically like a few cops that have it, and then you have a bunch of the civs. It's like I don't know.
There's gonna be 10-7, 10-42.
10-4, thank you so much.
Medic 1 is now out of service.
Medic 2 out of service.
They all just get off.
Right here, Chief.
Hello?
This is why I don't really miss being a staff member.
801 going to 1742. Have a good night.
For you too.
Yeah, I got one question. Why is it 2 and not 1? Is it all on body cam? Okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got you. All right. Yep, no problem. Do you want to carry me or what?
What? Yes. let me here.
Sorry, can you repeat all of that? I had a voice in my head.
Hey, can you guys show me footage? Like, Holmes? Or like
I
one of you
have
guys?
footage, but it's only footage of the
Also,
actual
can I be
shooting.
unhandcuffed real quick?
So yeah, the shooting, and then if you could like,
Yes.
if you could show me footage of like what led up to it, if you have that, if you don't, cool, whatever. If you can show me footage of what happened during the shooting, that works. After the shooting, yes, because like not like that. Like I said to them.
Yep. Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's all good. That's fine. All right. Yeah, not a problem.
Right. You want me to grab you?
Whatever you want me to do, bud.
It makes it easier since I do have to grab you in the end as well.
I'm gonna lock these doors back.
Finish my sentence, okay? I
No,
don't like
because
being
you're
cut
not
off.
you're not fully aware of what
I
you're saying.
don't
and I
like
want
being
to correct
cut
you
off.
before we get on it.
I do not want to be cut
Hey,
off.
hey, detective, have some respect for him.
Well, I want to correct. We've been
No,
doing
you're not
this
gonna
for 30 minutes
fucking
now.
correct
We've
me
been
until
doing
I
this
finish my
30,
goddamn
30
sentence.
minutes. 30 minutes. You're taking
Alright,
away
chill.
from us serving the public, and I want to correct this
I
right
swear,
now
if you don't
because
stop
you
talking
are.
right fucking now, I'm gonna deck you in the face.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
The officer's down. And there's a suspect back there.
That's pretty much it. They
701 dispatch, show me
to preface
97
this,
to MRPD 150.
they were literally talking to us the same thing for 30 minutes straight. So they were being given the exact explanation, and we were repeating the same exact thing over and over again. Is pretty much what happened.
No.
So yeah, that they were repeating the same thing for over 30 minutes, and they did the same thing earlier when they first arrived on scene, and we were kind of sick and tired of it. So we're like, you know what, we're just gonna get over with it and just listen to us and let us know exactly why this is happening, and we tell them exactly what's happening. And the other, I think, I don't remember who it was, but the other guy is going to go ahead and do something when Jack literally has the physical quote unquote book, somewhere, or a phone, whatever it was. He pulled it out and he was going to read directly from that, and yeah, they were still cutting each other off. Granted, but that's
Yeah. So real quickly, like after, does anyone have footage after the situation in the hospital now? Because I just have to verify, because now like I have to verify that like, in the role like avoid interaction in persons involved with the death for no less than 30 minutes. But that falls underneath phase 2 technically, which is full NLR. It's just very gray area, and I just have to go clarify this with them so that like all things is good.
This is only a few seconds, but so as you see, I have 330 seconds. I was picked up at 100 seconds by the EMS. Jack was the first one to be technically brought up. Jack was the first one technically to be brought up by him, by Hayes, I'm pretty sure it was over here.
Yeah.
And he did med kits, and also Jack was, I think he was in head, but Hayes was doing full medical RP. I think there's a slash me somewhere over here. Yeah, right here. They're trying to do some medical RP and do something here. And then it kind of cuts off here because I just saved it again.
Yeah, I got my footage as well. I've been live streaming this. Here, I'll share my screen.
Yeah.
You can see what all I did, which I could have done something wrong too. Hold on,
You have it ready, 'cause they're gonna want to be able to see it too, so that both sides see exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm viewing.
I'll do a highlight of it, but I'll show you just first off.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's my stream. So I started streaming like after I went down. So you can
Are
see
you recording? Wait, are you recording audio?
Yeah, I don't want to show some of the audio. I said some bad stuff. So
Yeah.
okay, I think
Fucking his mask. No, his mask.
So I'm up here and I'm just fucking. I'm standing. I stand.
Take off his mask. Oh my god, he grabs me. Tell Bennett to take off. Rocky takes care of me, so that's me being treated right there with all the fucking gunshot shit.
Yeah.
So I completely get where they're coming at. So like the whole medical, like you guys treating each other.
Yeah.
Like it's why like they see like the whole F1.
Hey, hey, I need one of y'all to do one of that because I got a gun in my hand.
For reference, right? Like, after you've been treated, especially after a shooting scenario like that, like as hectic as that would be, when in doubt, Sashi pass out. Like, so this is how shit like this gets avoided. It's just like role playing that injury, because that's like, to be honest, if you view it through their eyes, like, okay, well, this guy's just standing up as if he wasn't just gotten like fucking like stabbed, or if he did not just get shot, like, right? He wasn't just shot in an active scenario, right?
Listen, I completely agree with that, but you do also have to realize, like,
yes,
he was stabbed, right? And he technically, I mean, even if you were stabbed twice, right? In that situation, he was stabbed twice, both in the gut. It looked like in the same area.
I was
right?
sliced and then stabbed, so one would. Even if only one would actually even attempt a penetration, and that first one wouldn't even penetrate.
Yeah. So even if they were talking about that, so they sliced and then stabbed. Realistically, you wouldn't pass out immediately from a stab, right? Like you would definitely hurt, and you would definitely like not try to move around as much. I think we can all agree on that. But you wouldn't pass out immediately from a stab unless you're going through. I forgot what the fucking medical term is, but.
Everyone's different.
Unless you're under duress, I think it is, or whatever it is.
No,
yeah.
Adrenaline dump. Which
there you go.
Adrenaline dump. So like,
yeah, unless
I'll
that's
give
what
you
you're
a
going
real
through.
world scenario. I'll give you a real world scenario where this has happened to me, right? This is why I completely understand like where you're coming from. Like I ran 1.5 miles to get a medical kit for someone who got fucking like who dropped, had a brain bleed on the ground, right? I ran that 1.5 miles, got him the fucking equipment to do the brain bleed, and the only reason why I had that, like, and I was on 2 hours of sleep. The reason why I had that enough energy because of previous experience, right, is stress and adrenaline. Both combined together gives a really nice fucking high, and you can do like you act like you're fucking God King and can do anything. Shoot, and it acts really quickly, like less than 2 minutes after arriving on scene and helping out to the best of my ability. I literally passed the fucking out. I literally like clocked out, knocked myself in the fucking ground, like because that's a real world like adrenaline dump. That's where that like whole like gray area is because like some people are built different. Like some people won't have that adrenaline dump and they'll stay high as fuck. Others will have an immediate adrenaline dump. So let me go bring everyone together so we can talk about the scenario, and so everyone can fucking yell at each other. Hooray! Stay calm, like respectfully. That's all I ask. and I'll clarify it in there too. Because with there, and I have to get clarification on this rule because it looks as if it applies to everything, but it also looks as if it could only apply to one of the things. So give me one moment.
Okay, and wait, before we go, just a clarification, because I know we were talking about it right when you left. On the NLR rule, let's just say only, in this case, right? Let's just say, myself, Jack, or Lloyd were to violate it. Technically, nothing on that scene would be null and void, because we never got ourselves directly involved in anything that would involve any incrimination.
So, only things. So, if you had directly gotten, so that's why I need a clarification on that one bit, because it does. I don't know if it applies to both phase 1, phase 2, or if it's a separate thing, right? Like, if you, which one we'll clarify with them is, if you had directly involved with that individual, that could lead into incarceration. So, like, if you were the one that put him in cuffs, or if you were the one that brought him to the hospital and then interacted with him in the hospital, that would lead to incarceration, right? Then I would have to find the middle ground, be like, okay, just throw him in for like 5 minutes, no, this, and that, or like a ticket. Because technically, like that's like that's like a fucking no. Like, well, I mean, like I wouldn't be like, and they can say this, like, I wouldn't have been in fucking jail if this guy wasn't touching me in the hospital and like directly being involved with my incarceration process. So like giving me the charges and all that stuff. But I'm gonna go clarify because I don't know if that applies to both phase 1, phase 2, or if that applies just to phase 2.
And then I think you also need to clarify this because realistically, if we're gonna be real, a city of this stage of this population size would have more than 4 or 5 law enforcement officers on at a time, right?
Yes.
So how it's typically been in previous cities is that if there is a very really low, like as in like 4 to like 7 police on, and a good majority of them are injured on the scene, they can still go back and remember things because there would be literally no RP if they couldn't remember it, because it's literally you have one guy booking fucking 6 people that he doesn't know what happened, right? So it's like there has to come like that point, especially for police. I understand like the rules in there for a specific reason, but like it's almost gonna be impossible whenever you get those things.
I came from a fucking 2,000 plus player community that had that and had a rule similar to that, or did not have a rule similar to that. So trust me, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go quickly talk with fucking Walker.
Alright. Yeah, now they're gonna try to pull some. It seems like they're trying to pull some BS out, but
yeah, I mean, if you just look at my stream, you can see I stay back. I don't try to interfere. Only time I interfere after I get back up is when I have to take his mask off, and then I go inside. I grab the recordings like you request. Where I save the footage rather. And I grab my rifle, which I probably. It just, well, it's like, I'm not downplaying my injuries, like, that's fucking knife wouldn't have fucking went through anything. It's just the way
oh yeah, for sure. It was a switchblade as well. Like,
no, it was just a straight knife.
No, it was a switchblade.
No, it's a knife. I got the knife right here.
Oh, well, it made the fucking switchblade. Oh, no, actually, I think he pulled it out. I could have sworn I heard like a little.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I heard the same thing too. But no, like, okay, nice. I get up, I stand there, I'm groaning and shit. I talk to fucking Bennett. I do like you said. I tell him, say, can you take all their masks off because I'm not gonna go there and do that shit. You know, I'm trying to stay back. And then Jason does it, and the Wolf doesn't, oblige. I have to go there and take it off, and then EMS transport them all, so it's not like we're transporting them all up there. I get up there, I sit in the fucking lobby with my rifle drawn, and just sit there and guard the lobby while people are coming in and out.
Yeah, I mean, like, even if they're in the hospital when they're there, like, that doesn't mean they're still gonna be incarcerated because there's still that other officer that knows somewhat what's going on. Like, regardless of if you're the one who put them in custody, if you get I remember how we always used to do it is if you were ordered by someone who was up at the time to go ahead and get around and put people in cuffs. So I think I told people over the radio to, or over something to fucking make sure that they don't leave because they're all being detained and arrested, right? Like, you can still act on that because I'm giving you the exact order, and this is where it comes into play of you becoming a cop because, like, if you're a crim, right, it's a little bit different just because of the simple fact that, like, you guys are planning out everything ahead of time. You guys have kind of the advantage of knowing what you want to do. Whereas for us, we don't really have the advantage of knowing everything 100% of the time, although we sometimes might. Like, we need to still have people here because, shit, just because we're dealing with one group doesn't mean another group isn't gonna come through and try to do some shit. Which is a whole separate thing. But
Oh, this just got fucking mad retarded.
oh yeah, no, next time I'll report them for whatever they did. Or I mean, I could just pull this shit out right here. Let's see if I can fucking find it. I can just pull this shit out right here. Oh. Not that one. This one.
Yeah, that bullshit. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's. We didn't report them for that.
I'll just
bullshit.
pull up this and be like, okay, so then what were you guys doing? Yeah, we're chilling. You guys chilling? Alright, cool. Good to know. I'm trying to enjoy my cookie.
There's Wolf. Goes down.
You got ran
Gets
off by the
hit.
bike, turned around, one
Off
tapped.
the head, yeah.
Shots fired, shots fired.
And he somehow gets
Bike that ran
out of the pill. Gets out of pillbox. Leaves pillbox.
Yep.
He's just fine to leave.
And even this guy right here.
No,
Bang.
he
Oh, this guy gets lit up right here, I think it is.
Yeah, he breathes fucking.
I think it's Reynolds.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so real quickly, oh well, maybe Devin faster. So real quickly, once everyone comes back, but everyone else is here, I'm going to clarify one of the rules because this is very confusing, to be honest, and it's a catch-all Discord format, right? In 6, see the line, live, you shall. Let me tweak my voice settings real quickly.
You have a guy coming in, by the way.
Hey,
to
look in the skybox.
lobby.
Look in the skybox.
What's that supposed to be?
Locks door to pillbox infirmary, which means the doors are locked.
Where does the infirmary end and where does it start?
This door right here leads into the infirmary, so it would be this door right here.
Okay, well, I'm incredible help. My apologies.
It's all
I
right.
broke
Just
the
try,
locks on accident with my fat ass.
try not to eat too much spinach. You'll be good.
I'm sorry about that.
Patient died. Should they have died? Yes. Did they die by mechanics? No. Because mechanic. Do I agree that some of it was bullshit and should have definitely died? Yes. But I can't go off the bullshit and I can't go off the fact that he should have. It's just what the game gave us. Well, there's only so much we can do and development can do about that, and they've tried their best. Like, realistically, like if we wanted to, the normal GT5 system where you're fucking dead and that's it. And it's full NLR. The confusion comes is after phase 2 is like some people can view, hey, this applies to all of it, or hey, this applies to some of it. In my opinion, this applies to some of it because, like, you can't. Your area of your death was in front of MRPD. You're not returning there, right? So that's fucking gone. Emergency services may return to assist with scene cleanup, but shall not have an active role any longer. Yes. Like, that is a big one that applies. However, I do say however, because when medical was going down, you guys can watch the footage. The footage is readily available at any point in this channel if you want. Like, I will stop, I will throw the video up, and we can watch it. Medical was conducted to an extent that could be done. Did with certain actions taken that should have been done this way? Yes. But were they on that fine line? Yeah. And avoid interacting with persons involved with deaths for no less than 30 minutes. Keyword death, which is, I know, is going to piss off a lot of people. And sorry, but that's just the way the rule is set in stone. I'm going to go in staff chat and post about it. But it's the keyword. Like, the keyword is death. Like, no one fucking died. And technically, death only comes from phase 2, or until you're no longer in the animation where you're laying on the ground in pain, and you don't lose death until you're past 360 seconds of laying on the ground, and no one went past that. So with that being said, because this is what the whole discussion was about, anyone have any qualms? And you like what the fuck, dude? Like, hold on now.
I have something I want to say real quick.
What's up?
This is just kind of an opinion. You guys can agree with it, or this is more for whoever is staff or something. Maybe you can kind of go off of what I say. But it's kind of like, I get it. You weren't in that second animation, but you should still do it based on what happened. Like, if you get shot twice and stabbed, or something of the same nature, yeah, you might not be in that second animation, but you're still at that point not going to be. Just kind of play based on what the situation is. Don't do it because it's a little. It's not necessarily power gaming, but
It's downplaying. What it is, it's downplaying.
I get that, but be smart. Have some fun with it. Don't always downplay just to like.
Because I'll be honest,
things.
from the footage, and it's also because everyone has different ping and everyone's in a different state. Everyone's in a different city. Some people are in the same city, right? And so their perspectives are going to be different and slightly off. From the two perspectives I saw, like one person got completely riddled with bullets, one person didn't, and and the person that didn't was the same person on a different perspective, and then someone else got riddled with bullets. So it's the whole like in my eyes, not my eyes, that bullshit. Realistically, like, I'm gonna put up I'll put up a request for rule about downplaying. So there is some sort of line that people can follow, because some people have no guidance. Some people are saying, like, even in the military, fuck it, when in doubt, wing it out. Like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna say YOLO. I mean, like, it is what it is. Like, I get it. Like, cool. Like, I got this. No problem. No, like, some of it definitely should have been like upplayed. Some of it was downplayed. Like, Wolf, he upplayed the fuck out of his shit. Now he wants to fucking perm himself, right?
Yeah.
But some people don't.
I mean, this is like the second occurrence in a week. That's part of it.
Yeah, it's been bad.
I was shot a lot a few days ago too.
So and there's also overshooting, undershooting. That being said, does anybody actually want to see the footage? Right here, right, in a staff situation, like no role play, like none of that being involved. Does anyone want to see the footage?
I just kind of want to see me stab the shit out of some cops again.
I want to see footage.
All right, okay.
Let's
So everyone just wants to see it so they can like at least see the whole situation. Is fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can throw it up home.
Just to enjoy. I mean, I've been up like 3 hours past.
All right,
when I
Reynolds,
was
go
supposed to.
to bed then.
No. Now I'm here and I'm gonna watch.
Trust me, I feel that I'm literally missing my fucking college final right now. I'm probably gonna be late as fuck on it.
Oh, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Life before RP, bro.
Nah.
Work too much. I really don't give a fuck about the college. Fuck that shit.
No, bro, you got it wrong. It's life is RP.
All right,
No, hell no, dude. Fuck
Alright,
no.
shut.
Watch. Everyone watch.
Hey, detective, have some respect for him.
Well, I want to correct. We've been
No,
doing this for
you're not
30
gonna
Sorry.
correct me
We've been
until
doing
Jack,
this
Jack,
for
Jack,
30
Jack.
30 minutes.
Sorry for
30
accidentally
minutes
stabbing you,
of
Liberty.
us serving the public, and I want to correct this
I
right
swear,
now
if you don't
because
stop
you
talking
are.
right fucking now, I'm gonna deck you in the face.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
Yep.
The officer's down. No suspects
God damn!
Good God.
So to be fair, someone.
So
someone
I definitely
did
was,
get overshot.
in fact, riddled with bullets.
Yeah.
Someone got overshot like fucking mad. So, like I said, like it's just based off perspective. Anyways, that's the whole situation. If not, like if beef is squashed, everything's all good. Like, y'all can go continue doing your shit. Nothing's gonna happen. Besides, I'm just gonna send up 2 more rule requests.
Hey,
So I
where
don't
did
have to deal with
that?
stuff like this
Rules
again.
need to get clarified.
Hey guys, where did that guy in the American mask go?
You walked
I
off
wonder.
shirtless.
I wonder.
Because I
I
was
hope they don't
talking
walk
to, we were
outside
talking to
right now.
Wong, and I wasn't really paying attention.
Really
I
hope they
still,
don't
I
walk
still got
outside right
quarrels.
now.
I still have quarrels. I got stabbed for no reason.
Alright, no problem. I'll just pull out my heavy sniper and I can permanently
slashed. You were slashed.
Okay. Alright.
I'm also
Best case.
super surprised my second bullet on the other guy wasn't a fucking headshot. I
Good
swear
God.
to God that came out of your head.
Okay. That's all. Staff situation is completely over. You guys want me
I'd
move
like
it
to
the chat?
remind the
You guys can
officers that
chat.
have me in custody. I am currently going hungry, and I am about to.
The door is locked. The door is
He's gonna
locked.
die.
The
Get him
door is
out of
locked.
here. What?
The door is locked.
Well, he's gonna die. Get him out of here. He's gonna die.
Hey, yo,
Oh shit, they gone.
Actually, Master, you're technically not in you're in our custody, but you're also in.
Hey guys.
I ran into the back room, said, "Hey."
Who the fuck? Hey. What are we doing with him?
He's getting arrested.
Well,
He was the one who pulled out. He's pulling out the
Obviously.
knife. But you can put him in the Bearcat.
Are we gonna take him down there now? Well, he's in critical. He's in critical condition.
No, I think
he's
he look at
stabilized.
look at
Okay,
chat.
let's go. Okay, perfect.
500. I'm gonna need an additional unit over here down Pillbox.
Alright,
We're gonna
set
be
up for
moving a
sir.
high priority patient.
Sorry.
Can you stand up for me? I'm gonna place you back in cuffs.
721. I can roll up there if you
I'll
want
patch
me.
down
I'll
one
take
more
care
time.
of my guy.
But we're gonna transport him in the Bearcat so no one can hit us. But we just want a third unit here just in case anything happens.
Copy. I'll be en route. Give me a minute.
Stay nearby. Myself and Weber are gonna escort him out. Just stay nearby, and if you hear shots, pull up.
Alright, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and advise you of your rights. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you at no cost. Do you understand your rights?
Yep.
Alright. So I'm gonna escort you out by hand. You ready to go, Jay? You ready to go? We ready to go?
What is he doing?
Stand by over here.
Is that American Ninja Warrior over there?
Good to go.
Goddamn. This guy should go to Japan or some shit.
Yeah, where's my car at? Oh, here it is.
If you want to use your car, we can.
No, I'll put it in the back here and I'll follow you, okay?
Stay in the Bearcat. I can just bring you back up here later.
Alright, yeah, it
So
works
this is
too.
where all our
Here, hop
tax
out
dollars
real
are
quick.
going to.
Or, so I gotta put it in there.
I'm trying to make sure I can get in.
Alright. He's in the fucking cover.
Let's go.
You see where he's at, don't you? Alright. Need you to walk in for us. I want to escort you in there and fuck your eyes up.
Guess that must have some massive orgies in here or some shit. No?
I'll start off getting your mug shot and fingerprints. Come in here, please.
On the mug shot?
Alright, I'm gonna have you take your gloves off, or I'm gonna take your gloves off for you, rather.
Yeah, I can't really do that right now.
Alright, do you see the fingerprint scanner right here? Where I'm standing? Alright, I'm gonna insert your finger in there, and I need you to click the red button for me. So I need you to open it up as well and just hit the red button a few times. Alright, perfect. I need you to get in front of the wall right here for me. I'm gonna take your hat off. Alright, turn to your left for me. Alright, face the wall for me. I'm gonna pat you down again, get a picture of your pockets. Alright, so like this cells here. Put you still take your cuffs off and we'll discuss your charges.
That guy must be hot. I think y'all have some nice air conditioning in here.
Proceed.
Yeah, this thing's pretty clean. Is that a deuce in the toilet, bro? Do y'all not know how to flush this shit?
Give him a different cell if you know how to.
Would you like a different cell, sir?
Is there a deuce in the other one?
No.
I would like a non-deuce toilet, please.
Alright, feel free to come back out. We'll put you beside it. Alright, that's good.
That thing has been there for a while. I smelled it before I even came in the cell.
Alright, you can come back up and take the cuffs off of me. Alright, so you are being charged with... It's gonna be murder. It's gonna be murder in the 2nd degree.
Did I kill anyone?
I'm sorry, attempted murder.
Sir, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe me being the county commissioner means that you have to get Sabby in here to arrest me.
Is that right? Let me specify.
I believe so,
Is
sir.
that right, Jay?
What's going on?
We need Sab in here to arrest him. Him being the county
I'm
commissioner.
Yeah,
government official.
Technically, yes. So that's why I try to call Cash. Just give me a second. I'm trying to get in contact with him. So, Sabby has to be notified of the actual arrest. However, if you did commit a crime, I'm pretty sure you could still be arrested, just as long as Sabby is notified at some point.
No, we could at least hold him in custody until Sabby get with him. What's up?
Is there
We
any
have
other
someone
guns
down here
you
that you
have?
might want to meet.
Huh?
Is there any other guns that you
He goes
collected
by the
off the
name of
individuals?
Yeah, I got his guns. His gun,
Alright,
rather.
you wanna pass it up to me?
Yeah, I'll need it to put in the evidence locker for his case, but here we go.
Yeah, I'll give it back to you. I'm just gonna cross-reference with the evidence I have.
There you go.
Alright, so that's fine. He said he's gonna be down in a couple of minutes. I would say if you are gonna be like beginning to report or whatever it is on the fucking footage that you watched, you can.
Yeah, Vise, I have to advise. I have to tell you that I don't
I'll have to excuse myself, boys. I gotta take a large piss in this toilet right here.
Alright.
I don't have a single bullet casing for that gun. All the bullet casings I have are 9x19.
Alright, can you bring it back in here?
Yep, it's right here.
I think we honestly like there is evidence there because you went over there and cased it, but it's just weird. I need to.
I don't know, because like we had that same issue earlier today with my gun.
Oh yeah, no, they were all the old cartridge numbers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Oh wait, you didn't receive it.
Let me move it.
Here you go.
Alright, Jay, come over here real quick in this corner. Okay, in the video he sliced you as well.
I think he hit me.
Yeah, he did hit you. So I'm not gonna charge. Well, okay. So we got attempted murder on myself. Obviously, that could be proven. But I believe you were just secondhand to that. So I wouldn't really. If we had degrees, you would fall under kind of like the 3rd degree. Whereas it was,
The attempt was definitely there to try to neutralize people. So if it was degrees, it would definitely fall into the 3rd degree. But I think we could probably just keep the charge and we'll talk to Savvy and see what they want to do because technically
we just prescribe the charges essentially. So
yeah, we'll prescribe it and then if they want to add or drop charges they can. But
so let's make it 2 counts for now.
2 counts for now and then assault with a deadly weapon that exists or assault, whatever it is. And then we can clarify to them that there was definitely intent behind trying to harm myself, but he wasn't really successful in doing it, so he just elbowed me instead. So
I got 2 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of aggravated assault.
Yeah.
Did any of you fire your gun?
Nope, I went down.
I fired my weapon.
I drew it.
You have your pistol with you?
I
pass it
do.
over to me.
Do you need the serial number or the actual pistol?
The serial number works.
It should be in the thing.
Is Walker, is he gonna write the arrest report, or how's that gonna work?
If you review the camera footage, technically you can, because you're looking at that evidence, but we'll see. So I would honestly begin doing it, and if Walker wants to write it, you could just send it to him, honestly. So your time's not completely wasted, but...
ends up happening.
Well, you see, Mr. Wolf, we had been talking prior in the front lobby about civil forfeiture. And what I was explaining to you is, and I'll go ahead and read that definition off to you, what that exactly entails. So let me get my book.
We've already finished that whole conversation.
No, sir, you want to bring it back up? I'm gonna go ahead and read it off to you. So I just got some.
Sir, I feel that this is cruel and unusual punishment at this point.
Well, I'm just speaking my mind to you about it. I just want to clarify something with you, so it's not really cruel. So civil forfeiture in the United States, which is the country we're in, also called civil asset forfeiture or civil judicial forfidure, is a process
Is that the
in
King
which
James
law
version, sir?
enforcement officers take assets from persons suspected or of involvement with crime or illegal activity without necessarily charging the others with wrongdoing.
Yeah.
So,
Sir, I respect your piece to speak your mind and everything. But
Perfect.
like, I have this
Perfect.
thing where I can zone out, and I honestly didn't hear a single thing you said.
that's fine, sir. It's on my body cam. I just want to clarify to you that because I couldn't earlier, of course. So
Yes, sir.
Shot copy.
I have the peace of mind now. You can go back to do whatever you were doing.
I think we both now have peace of mind because when I felt my knife slide into your stomach, I got really happy and excited.
Oh, how's your head feeling?
Holmes, I felt a little sad about it when I did it to you. I'm not gonna lie.
You just elbowed me. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said fuck me and you elbowed me in the face. So yeah. However, as soon as you know there was a couple shots put in your direction, I turned around to go shoot at another guy that was pointing a gun at me, and he got shot. And then somehow I shot the guy's earlobe off instead of his head.
Oh.
But yeah, very close.
Not the lobe.
Yeah, not the lobe.
And that helps for directional hearing.
I know.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like Bennett's attitude. I don't think anyone does though. He got really loud with me.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's just wonderful. Oh, is this the investigators? They've come to take me to hell. I really hope Savvy has a torture room. I want to be played with.
Alright, Mr. Commissioner, I'm doing
Is this you, Director Cash?
It is.
It's funny we should so meet in such circumstances.
I believe I was met with you the other day on unfortunately better circumstances. But
I wish, you know, but unfortunately, one of your agents has quite a hot head.
well,
Yeah, I think he's gonna go buy my bike.
you know who it was?
Oh yeah, no, for sure, it was Bennett.
Agent Bennett, huh?
Yeah, honestly, I probably wouldn't have stabbed people if it wasn't for him and him.
Agent Bennett and him, or
The detective there, they have. Not the detective so much. It was mainly Agent Bennett. He kind of like there's a point where I get pushed, and I kind of reached that point today. Today, sir. I'm not proud to say that, but the point was jumped over.
okay. You don't mind, I'd kind of like to know what you did.
Hey.
Push you for that.
Yes, sir.
Well, so basically, it came when I came to
Jason
the
told me to
retrieve
tell
my
you
motorcycle. That is my property.
that he's gonna.
And I guess he didn't
type in
like
the
at some point that I
skybox
was talking
that he's
over
gonna
him
spray
or
a
not agreeing with him.
product that
And he
makes
proceeded
blood
to scream in
shine
all
and
of my club
collect
members'
swabs
faces
individually.
aggressively,
So whatever that means.
like at the top of his
That's
lungs.
fine.
This happened twice
Hop
because
into
we
a
came
Bluetooth
back
unless you're
again
busy.
to try and get
Go
our
to your
bikes.
office, I'll be in there.
My concern is that I actually wasn't even aware that my bike was stolen until I went to get it from my garage. It says it wasn't
I just
there
wanted.
anymore.
I didn't want to be in that Discord
I came
anymore.
here to the
That was
police
kind of annoying.
department, and I was confirmed.
I just
that my
honestly
bike was here for under
fucking called it a
investigation.
day. I'm like, you know what,
But I
fuck it.
never
I
was informed, which is concerning to me. And so I tried to voice that concern, and like, if my bike needed to be further investigated, right, in the future, I would have come in for question if you guys sent me in too. I'm very willing to do that type of stuff, right? I like to clear things up. I like to be transparent. But I wanted my bike back because it's my bike, right? You know, I'm a biker, okay? I get a little angry when people touch my fucking.
Oh, why didn't he report it
We'll just
stolen?
put it there.
He's a dumbass fucking faggot ass motherfucker.
But I kept my cool today.
I mean, let's be real here. He's a decent person when it's not coming to
I was
RP.
laughed in my face, and
right?
Mr. Bennett
But
said he would love to buy my bike on the market.
when it comes to RP, people tend to get a little bit
You know,
more subjective than normally.
Mr. Director.
Like this should happen.
I would like to
Like I think we
inform
both can agree. Whenever I was a civ and you were a cop, it was like that,
know,
vice
not at a
versa.
police
Like
station, of course,
it just
never.
typically tends to happen.
But right on my
So like
bike,
he's not a
2
bad
feet away,
person. It's just
was
the situation was
beautiful.
definitely really bad and handled
Long.
very incorrectly.
12 gauge shotgun. Do you know how badly I wanted to go grab that 12 gauge shotgun and lodge pellets into Aaron Bennett's head?
Oh, he's.
You would have been down. You would have been down an agent today.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
But I didn't. Obviously, you know, wanting to kill someone isn't really a crime. Just
That's a
threatening.
threat.
Threatening or doing.
Of course. Which, to be honest, right? You know, we all know. What I did. I then proceeded to stab those 2 police officers over there.
Try to.
Hoping that maybe they would treat somebody with respect in the city. Which I think it worked. I mean, you know, they're kind of acting kind of
You
nice.
should have seen me in a lobby. I was being calm and cordial and Bennett flipped out.
I felt a rush of pleasure.
And then I
after
was talking to
stabbing,
McElroy.
those 2 men.
And then I went outside there and I was just
That's
fucking
horrible,
fed up at
remember?
that point. And that
So it must
motherfucker
have
wanted to
been
start
very
talking about some bullshit. The fucking Liberty.
I don't know what the fuck Jackson was saying. Jackson was like, "Oh, the cops are just saying some dumb shit." I was like, "Bro, you were literally like deep down. I was already thinking you were literally on the same exact page of saying some dumb shit.
No,
like,
sir,
don't even say that you were
they
trying to
started
clarify."
to charge me, and I think they were gonna start booking me, and I politely reminded them that I am the county commissioner, and that I would require the investigation of Savvy to arrest or charge me.
Did they renew your rights?
Yes, sir.
Let me go speak to them, and I'll be back with you. Okay?
I'm fully aware of my rights. I'm just telling you the pleasure of the situation.
Just give me some moment, okay?
Yes, sir. It is definitely Agent Bennett's fault.
Sure.
If he kept his mouth shut, this would have never happened.
You can hop in here. Not sure if it's still. Alright, so what's going on?
So, I guess just kind of fill me in. I'm not sure what y'all have got, so.
I think Jack was here for a good duration of the time before I was. I hopped in the city due to people expressing very frustrated point of views, so. I guess if Jack, if you want to explain it a little bit further, what happened before I came in city, you can, but.
Okay, so I was notified by Officer Hayes via.
Make sure you're whispering as well.
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so I was notified via emails by Officer Hayes that I believe it was what's his name? Fucking Rosal?
LaRose?
LaRosal, something like that. The one you had down here when you were doing the interrogation of him. You know what I'm talking about, right? The black leather jacket. Okay. He had came back to the lobby requesting his bike again for another time. So after seeing this, I was busy doing something in head, so I wasn't able to come to that. So I came a little later on down the line, and when I flew in, here are quite a few RKMC members in our front lobby, and that would be Wolf, Jacob Sachs, Jackson Liberty, Hubert McFarland. And they're asking, you know, why can we not get our vehicles back? And I was explaining to them that those vehicles were seized under the civil forfeiture laws, which, are you aware of those? Aware of that? So yeah, so they wouldn't be getting those back at all unless we decide to release them, or the way Bennett explained it is if when we auction they can buy it back, which they would be more than welcome to if we do auction them out.
They can also sue you in civil court if they want to go that route, but.
Yeah, which they most likely would lose because those vehicles were caught on body cam being used in the commission of the crime, and especially by the guy y'all had down here. He was caught plain and day. You know, clear as day, he's seen using that bike. So they got a little. They got irritated. Bennett said something to him. He got a little. I was zoned out that moment. So Bennett said something to him. He was saying, he was like shouting about something, but the whole situation was just kind of fucky. So then they asked McAloy to go outside and talk to them. I believe Wolf called McAloy to come down there and sort this out, which there's not much McAloy could have done. It's not his impound, it's not his right to release vehicles. I think they just wanted to try and mediate something. So Chief Holmes then flew in a little after that, and he's tried to start mediating it. And then he called me back over to the spot, which at that point they had moved outside to the front of the MRPD lobby, so we were out in the front foyer. I'm sorry, not the foyer. Like the outside of the MRPD lobby, or you know what I'm talking about. So he called me back over, and once again I was starting to explain what civil forfeiture was, because I had done explained it God knows how many times. They just kept trying to run around the loop, trying to get me to stumble upon something, or stumble and mess up saying something, which they didn't accomplish. They were just trying to get me to mess up on something. So I came back over, and I started reminding them again, and I was getting ready to read the exact law when me and, I believe it was Liberty got a little heated at me because I was interrupting him, because I was tired at this point, because it's been going on for like 30 minutes, and they were taking away all the LER resources on this one little altercation right here. So I was already a little fed up with that as was. So, so I then started to reading it, and he says, I'm gonna fucking deck you, or something like that. Liberty did. And then Wolf pulls the knife, and it's all on J. Holmes' body cam. You know, after he pulled the knife, I just kinda lost train of thought there. I think Jay can speak on the after that.
Yeah, I mean, literally what happened was things did get a little bit heated. I mean, granted, they were spending their 30 minutes beforehand, from what I heard, talking about the same things over and over and over again. And I would assume they would understand like civil forfeiture and stuff, but maybe not. When I pulled up there, everything was kind of already heated. I believe Bennett had walked off at that point, because they were literally just going to the point where they were just trying to get that type of reaction out of everyone. Holy fuck. They were trying to get that reaction out of everyone, so I definitely understand where they're coming from. They still have to be talked to about it. I've already talked to Jack about it. I've had a little conversation with Bennett about it, but pretty much immediately after I got in the city, when Jack was starting to read out what was going on, the guy, I think he said, what Jack said was, he'll punch him in his mouth, or I'll deck you in your mouth. Then Law proceeded to pull out a knife from the back of his waistband. He then slashed Jack across the chest area, and then he proceeded to.
Anybody have some Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, put your Bluetooth real quick.
Yes, sir.
That motherfucker's streaming to the Discord.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'm getting
Master, he's streaming to the Discord. On Journal too.
Oh, I know.
Can I make an ordinance to shut down the NSPD, or is that out of jurisdiction?
This motherfucker's retarded.
Damn it.
I think he was trying to be funny on that. Just kind of stupid.
Oh, cool. I don't know this name.
However, if the mayor gets involved now, trying to free the county commissioner,
I'll be some fucked up shit.
that would be fucked up, but technically he could do it. He could create an ordinance that would temporarily limit all funds to LSPD to only administrative work.
Yeah.
And we would technically have to let him go. But I don't think Cogburn would do that.
Oh, no, sir. That's all. You've been great help to me.
And plus, I think Stabby would be like, what the fuck's happening?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame.
You see all the shit Crimson posted in that channel chat?
Yeah, the Department Mess Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
No.
Oh, yeah, he did me that before he submitted. I said that looks good.
You're good. Pretty much what happened after that was, Law proceeded to swipe at Weber here. He did land that swipe, I believe it was either to his upper chest or his arm. And then he proceeded to try to stab Weber. I mean, Weber did have a stab-proof vest on, but I mean, at the same time, I think I punctured a little bit. I'm not sure. He got stabbed twice, or attempted to be stabbed twice, and then Law went and elbowed me beforehand, and that's when all of us pretty much were opening fire at this point. Law got at least 20 rounds into him. And then there was a few more RKMC guys that were around. I think another one got downed, and then I don't know what happened to the last guy. But I mean, I think I sent you the evidence, so everything should be in there.
Got it.
That, and I mean, we could probably, I don't know how the legalities of this, you guys probably would, but you could ask him to take off his flannel, and you could look at his tattoos.
Yeah. So with this arrest report, just so y'all are aware, you are fully able to arrest him.
Okay.
Because, and the reason you don't need me involved is because he's a different government. He's not in your chain of command. Because you report to the government of Los Angeles, and he's government of Blaine County.
Yeah.
Now, if you were sheriff of Blaine County and he was commissioner, then you would need me. But you guys are more than able to file this. So I mean, with the if you want me to be on it, just for CYA's sake, I don't care. I'll do that. Only thing I ask is if you're gonna do that, I would ask that you guys try to like write the report up, and then I'll just sign my name to it.
Yeah, I was telling Jack to keep writing the report because we probably would still need it, or we could just transfer it over to you and you could submit it. But we can do that. That's fine.
Officer, this is a prison ward. I don't think you're allowed to carry that rifle here. I think that's against policy.
So what's that total list of charges though?
That's a write-up for you, sir.
So, I mean, originally it was ×3, but I mean, if I don't want to be fucking, I don't want anyone to raise any suspicion or create anything. So it's going to be attempted murder ×2 because he tried to stab his buddy as well. And then he punched me, so it's going to be assault with a weapon because he had a knife. He had that knife in his hand.
All right. My recommendation to you do not have to take this. My recommendation to you, I don't know if he's going to take this to court or not. I need to talk to him. But if he's going to take it, my recommendation to you, those attempted murders, I would honestly drop those to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Just because that's easier to prove in court. But at your discretion, if you want to proceed with the attempted murder, we can obviously do that.
I feel like, okay, do we have degrees? I believe it says we have degrees in our penal code, but we don't have degrees in our CAT system. I feel like we could easily prove second degree on myself. I believe Jay Holmes would be a third, and so would the other guy. But I believe we could definitely prove second degree on myself.
I mean, and if y'all are confident in that, you're the ones that have the case. So, you know, we can pursue that if you want to.
Well, what do you think about that, Jay?
I mean, if there's a second and third degree, if we can clarify that, that's fine. But if everything's falling under attempted murder and there's no degree system to it, so if everything is just kind of classified as first degree, kind of first and second degree, it's going to be pointless to do that. We would have to do it. We'd probably have to check between the DA, I would assume, and see what they're classifying that stuff as.
Yeah, the only thing is you're going to have to charge him with something now. So.
Oh, for sure. He's getting charged regardless, is the thing. And then, like I said earlier, I'm not sure the legalities of this, but I mean, if we took off the flannel under, if we asked him to take that off, look at tattoos and shit, I mean, you can probably prove the other scene as well.
Right. Okay. So,
you know what? I'm mistaken, actually. We only have attempted murder. So I'll drop this down to aggravated assault, I guess. Is that what you want? Is that what you recommended?
I think aggravated assault would be the easier conviction, honestly.
Okay. I'll grade up 3 counts, so we'll drop the attempted murder, because attempted murder is kind of broad in our penal code here. It says, well, yeah, I mean, you've seen it before. It's just, I don't know if we can prove that he had full intent on Jay Holmes or fucking Liberty who was beside him.
It definitely seemed like he had full intent on you, though, because he was literally just talking to Cash, saying that you were the one that pushed him over the edge. You and Bennett. Okay,
so we'll keep 1 count of attempted murder that he attempted on my life. So we'll do 1 count of attempted murder, and then we'll do 2 counts of aggravated assault.
Okay.
Alright.
I just saved body cam, so let me actually make sure I I heard him saying it, and then
My live stream's still going too. If you didn't get it, my body cam.
If y'all wouldn't mind one E2, can you email that to me so I can read him his formal list, get a formal plea, and then we can get him processed out of here, and then we can work on the paperwork.
You just want? I already got everything written up. I just need a plea. I just need to sign it.
So what are the actual charges again?
So it's just 1 count of attempted murder and 1 count of aggravated assault. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 counts of aggravated assault. So 1 count attempted murder, 2 counts aggravated assault.
Okay. Let me go talk to him, alright?
Okay. We'll be here. Or we'll come in with you.
Commissioner. Whenever you're,
Sir, I'm gonna need some privacy.
yeah, whenever you're,
yeah, Weber,
Yes, sir.
Weber's over there.
What's
Hey,
up?
Weber. Do you wanna send me your written statement for the arrest of Jacob Sachs?
Okay, so I wasn't even up for what he did. So I don't recollect what.
Who is Jacob Sachs?
He's the guy.
The guy that
shot you. If you reviewed your body cam, he's the guy that shot you and shot at
he
Hayes.
shot you, and then when I came out, he shot at me, and I shot him down.
Okay. If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you,
narrative, and I'm gonna attach the link for the
body cam,
and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, because if I'm gonna be honest with you, you're the only other technically eyewitness that's able to recall that. Because all of us at that point were already on the floor.
Yeah, he was the only guy standing outside.
Yeah, and you were the only one you were the only LEO up, but the body cam evidence is damning, so it definitely shows that.
I'm just gonna put my narrative of what happened through my eyes and attach the body cam, and I'll just leave it at that. I have plenty of bullet casings from him.
Okay, sounds good.
And that's it.
Alright.
I have noticed one thing though.
Yeah.
So, what was
the hatchet he had under the system classifies it as a 9mm. So some of the bullet casings that have not yet matched could be from a knife being used.
I'll
have to run back.
Let me interject with that. Did he have another weapon on him with the knife?
Sachs had a Walter and he had a hatchet.
Yes.
Okay.
The hatchet has nothing. The Walter has 7 shots out of it.
Okay, so there was no like casings of the hatchet, right?
No, no casings of the hatchet.
Okay.
If you check the hatchet, it classifies it as a 9mm.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you were saying that you currently found casings up there belonging to the hat. Okay, that makes sense.
No,
Alright.
I have it under the for the gun only. But since the hatchet's classified as a 9mm, I know we'd have to test it out.
Okay, yeah.
See how it works.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I mean, it's guilty.
Yeah, that's fine. Just whatever weapons they had on them, especially if they're being arrested, you can do whatever you need to do with them.
Oh, the hatchet is confiscated.
Okay.
And the gun is confiscated as well because he used it to shoot at me and shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you, by the way.
Good. I signed up for this.
Yeah, I understand that.
See, I mean, he's good as fuck.
I might sound frustrated, or I might sound like I'm disappointed I have to do this, but Weber knows me. He knows that I don't mind doing paperwork, and I do enjoy it quite a lot.
I have a question for you.
Alrighty. Weber, whenever this division opens up, he can be your LT. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, he could take it over someday. He's that good.
You have that full permission to do that.
Man,
So.
I got excited.
So I talked to Mills, so I can authorize him as a CID now for like the certification.
Yeah.
So what's that entail? What can you do is that?
I mean,
Can you
him?
just explain to him? Yeah, can you just explain to him? Say he's been certified as
Yeah.
CID? Okay.
Just say it in game.
I should get a fucking raise.
All right, Jason. So I'm gonna go ahead and certify you with CID, so you're certified in that, and I'm gonna let Chief Holmes explain to you what all exactly that prohibits you to do now, being certified CID.
Alright, so technically when you're having the certification, you're like one below an actual detective, right? Because it's only a certification, it's not the full, the full-time detective. However, I do believe that you have the ability to be a full-time detective, so Jack, if you want to put him on that detective roster, he'll still be in patrol, but you can put him on that detective roster if you have access to it. I don't typically with this certification, you're only allowed to do like work in the uniform required. So like you'll be running around with CID clothing. Like you can't go unmarked, you can't go clothes, you can't do anything. However, I mean, throughout the past days when I've been in the city, you've definitely shown that you can. So I don't have a problem with allowing you two to be plain clothes and shit. I'll talk to Mills about it. Just the only downside is even though you are technically going to be moving over to like that detective kind of roster slot, your main job is still patrol.
Yeah, that's good to me.
So yeah, and then I'll also talk to Mills tomorrow. We'll see what we can do about that race.
Yeah, you can talk to whatever. I think he only seen me in plain clothes once or twice.
Okay.
I always rocked the CID.
Okay, that's cool. I know Mills is technically it's up to Mills. If I don't think he minds if you go around in the CID clothing, just as long as you have like some uniform on, unless like you're like doing
I'm
something
cool with
really good.
having going around in uniform.
Okay, cool.
As long
Sounds
as
good.
as long as I get cleared to be able to do like that, like what I did up there, and collect the evidence and work the case.
Yeah, no, you're free to do that whenever you want or all that kind of stuff. I'll definitely look at giving you that raise and
that was a joke.
I know it was a joke, but yeah, you will. We'll look at it, but
It's 100% a joke. Please don't take it serious.
no, I know, but we'll see.
Right, so from what I've heard, it's 4 hours a week, right?
That's the minimum.
The minimum? Okay. Cool. Right.
Like you definitely done more than 4, so like it really like if you really didn't want to, you don't have to be in the city. But like I'm not saying don't be in the city, but
I'll be very honest with you. It's in 5 minutes. It will take that I've been in the city for nearly 9 hours.
Jeez. Okay.
This whole situation dragged along way too fucking deep.
I agree. So I mean, like I said, if you really if there was other things that came up, technically you fulfilled the requirements for you to be on duty till next Thursday. Because technically for me on Eastern time, it's already Thursday. So.
Oh, it's gonna be 8 in the morning for me.
Jesus Christ!
You guys forced me to stay up all night.
I mean, Jesus.
You're lucky I'm currently unemployed and I don't have to do shit.
Holy fuck. Where do you live?
I live in Europe.
But like what country?
Oh, Portugal.
Oh shit. Damn. Cause I know Jonas is from Greece.
Yeah, me and Jonas are pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
Well, we're the closest, I think.
Yeah. That's actually I didn't know that. Damn. I knew it sounded like you had an accent. I just couldn't pin what accent it was. Yeah, he's gonna get that $4,000 bonus regardless. Probably you too, and Mills.
What is it?
There's a $4,000 bonus that I can give any officer.
What for?
Just anything.
Oh. Yeah.
Like if you guys are showing like decent work, I can give you $4,000, probably more than $4,000 as well for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and this dude, English isn't even his first language.
Alright, whatever. I'm gonna need you to do me a favor for me.
Yeah.
Okay, since the city is about to go bye-bye, I could not finish my narrative. So I'll send you my narrative, and if you can just like go edit and throw it in there.
Is your report? Have you saved your report yet?
Yeah, just send it in right now.
You want me to edit it?
Yeah, whenever you can, just edit it, and I'll just send you a copy pass of where you can put it there.
So okay, got you.
Everything that's like necessary is already filled in.
Perfect.
The narrative's the only thing that's missing.
Perfect.
Not not all of it. I had to write something in it, so I just wrote the Evans lockers.
Right. Once you get that, I'll paste it in there and save it. I'll sign it off.
I'll send it to you.
All right. Perfect. You
Yeah.
should hurry the fucking get this fucking report back, or not Jason, Walker. Yeah, but this dude, like, I forget how exactly he came on to Endless Nights, but when we were over there, he was my second in command for detectives over there.
I'll catch you guys after.
All right, see you.
Yeah, he was what?
Hold on a second. What are we doing with him?
Say he's gonna be ready for DOC. You guys want to go ahead and do that?
All right, you're getting. Let's see here.
Pleading guilty on all counts.
You're getting 44 months and a $50,000 fine. What's your government ID? Hello.
Oh, sorry, sir. What would you say?
What's your government ID?
It's gonna be 42.
All right, you're
You might
getting
wanna hurry up, I
44 months. Yeah, you're getting 44 months and a $50,000 fine.
Yes, sir. I salute you.
Fuck.
What happened?
I didn't get off in time.
I already restarted my game. That's what I do typically whenever that shit's there. Yeah, it's full on snowing over here.
I think it is here. We're supposed to get severe storms like tomorrow. Yeah, but he's good as shit. Yeah, he did a great job on Endless Nights when he was over there with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's easily able to do second, and he could easily take it over if needed someday.
Yeah.
I got Master flying back in so I can get this shit sorted. Oh my fucking god, FiveM, don't be fucking retarded. Fucking FiveM's broke. Is the server back up yet? Oh, no, fuck, it's just lagging.
Maybe.
It's just lagging. I need to fucking go. I gotta be up at 8. So they just stand there and come here and spray, and then I gotta fucking be out of the house by like 10:30, pick up my girlfriend from school.
The itty bitty shitty committee in my head. I mean, hungry. The front door is not unlock and lock at MRPD.
They should.
Not the, like the front doors, but like the ones that, like beside the desk.
Oh, where you enter into the foyer? The front foyer?
Yeah.
They should. I know the one to the right definitely locks. I don't know about the one to the left.
That's so weird. They definitely do lock, but it's like how do I explain it? Whenever I logged back in, they didn't like work.
I'm gonna go ahead and close out this stats on fucking John Wolf. Think that'd be alright if I close it out? Since he pleaded guilty? Should I keep it open?
For what?
John Wolf's arrest report.
I mean, if you pled guilty, then it's fine, but...
Yeah, I'll close it out. I wonder when they'll get his ass out of there.
Oh, you also have to realize, I was telling this to Walker, but I think you heard. Can we take off his flannel and look at his tattoos?
Yeah, we should be able to. That should be enough.
And if we do, that should be enough to file the charges previous. As well, when he shot the officer.
Same exact tattoos.
Yeah. Same exact tattoos with the same Yeah, same tattoos with the same bike on scene that was registered to him.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that the guy with the same tattoo is just not. That is beyond a reasonable doubt, I would assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you later. I'm gonna get off here.
Alright.
He said he'll put that as the report in tomorrow with all the casings and stuff. That's what Jason said just a minute ago.
Wait, what?
He said he'll put that incident report in tomorrow when he gets on with all the casings and stuff from that scene.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm getting off the server.
Alright, I'll see you later.